recording. Welcome, everybody.
Hi, welcome to Mausritter, a TTRPG where you play as little mice. With me, I am Twilightdaisi. This is Nova Star the Raptor. And this is...
Am I supposed to introduce myself?
Yeah, if you would like to. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, welcome. Yep, we're just ready here to play.
Twi's the DM this time.
I'm the DM. Hi. And let's begin. In Mausritter, there is... It's a very much a land of magic, fae, and small creatures of itty-bitty sizes, and also of very large sizes. There are humans in our world, but most creatures decide to leave them be to their own devices, but you know how humans are. They get...
Honestly, a little surprised they didn't call them giants.
Mm-hmm. Well, they are called humans in this. They are considered giants, but luckily, everyone seems to know who they or what they are. We begin our scene where, in the grove, where it seems that there are little lights dancing, but they're not dancing. If we turn our camera lower and see that a band of merry mice are walking along the grove. Would you guys like to introduce your characters?
Alright, who wants to go first? Should we roll and see who rolls higher gets to introduce?
No, you. Go.
Okay.
You
Oh,
go.
okay.
You can't get out of this.
Alright, your turn.
I am Rue. Rue is a white little mouse who has a lead coat around her. She has blue eyes. She has a little bit of cyan dyed on her front hair. And she has a bit of a hoodie wrapped around her head. A hood wrapped around her hood, like with a little bit of cloth.
Lovely.
And she is just huddled together or like staying close to the group, just
trying to keep warm in the dusk night air.
Yeah.
How about your character?
So it's dusk. We like actually traveling, or we all just kind of like sitting around like a little campground?
You guys are traveling, and I'll give you some background for the story. You are following the Mouse Kingdom. You guys joined this band of mice a little late, but it is being led by Mayor Clive Cheezit, a very small field mouse, but he has a little top hat on his head, and he has a pep in his step. Nothing seems to get this guy down, even though, as he described
we're
to you
joining
guys,
the Top Hat clan.
as you guys had been introduced later down the road, he kind of says, like, more the merrier. After all, we are now, our mouse kingdom has kind of dwindled in numbers over the years, especially with their old settlement being flooded and then dug out by a human. So they are on the move for a new settlement to try and find a new home.
Okay.
Everyone's
so
gonna
like
fucking
colonies.
die.
Yep. There are now actually only about 20 of you guys included. There are 20 mice total.
Yeah.
In this settlement, in this kingdom, as Mayor Cheezit likes to say.
Cheez-it.
Along you guys, and you're sticking close to the group. What is
Anyway.
your
Alright,
guidelines?
so bringing up the rear of the general band is a abnormally large mouse. Like, he's black. He's got like a little white bandage stripe kind of on his back, spine. Kind of just he spent his time pretty quietly. Just had seen so far has only really shown a habit of like cracking his knuckles.
Has he kind of revealed his name to the group?
Yeah. I mean, it's not a secret. His name's Fink. So
Fink.
He has, of course, not mentioned his title to other people, though.
Perfect. That's totally fine. So we have Fink and Rue. And then as you guys are walking along, Fink, a much smaller mouse comes up to you. You haven't quite been introduced, but she's like, you've heard her name Sage being thrown around. She is one of the mothers of the group, where she has 7 darling children. As she describes
most of the group is her children.
7 of them are her children, and that is almost half.
This group's so fucked.
Almost half.
She constantly has she has like a big sash around her where is
she trying to adopt us to get half of the group?
No,
actually?
she's just checking in. She has been put in charge of splitting the rations tonight, so she kind of walks up to you and she holds a crumb out to you. She's like, here's your ration.
Thanks, Sage, right?
Yes, Sage. Fink, yes?
Correct.
It's nice to meet you officially. She kind of eyes like your knuckles, but
it's a habit.
She nods and agrees. She's like, that's okay. You know, we all have our habit. Hey, get down from there. And you see one of the kids, Winifred, is dangling off of one of the grass leaves, and then off of her tail is Pebble, another one of her siblings, and they are just kind of rotating around this, hanging off this grass leaf, going, and she goes, kids!
Are they listening to her?
They are...
Roll. The first roll of the game.
Are not. They are very caught up in their game. She's like, kind of sighs to herself. She's like, give me a moment.
Actually. So then, down. It's dangerous play.
You want to roll? Roll a will.
That's a D20.
Yeah.
We use D6s, don't we?
No, it's a
No,
D20.
it's a D20 for and it would be a
I'll use this one then.
Will save, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Alright, so
I'll do a contested one.
Oh, contested. Yeah, that makes a bit of sense.
Alright, so we're using D20s. I thought it was just D6s.
It's mostly D20.
Both of them kind of look at you.
Quick question on contested rolls. Is that high good still, or? Because I think the system's normal.
This is gonna be, oh yeah, because this is lower ones.
Normal, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna give them their mom's will. Yeah, so they kind of look over at you, and then they let go really quick, and they're like, okay, sorry, and then they kind of scurry off, like, back to the group, though.
Yeah.
So,
It's one of those just down.
They actually, like, run by Rue, kind of under your feet a little bit, like...
I'm just like, whoa.
She's like, thank you, I appreciate that.
Nod.
Yeah, make sure you... She's like, make sure you eat. We're going to be stopping for camp soon. It said that
They're so little.
there's going to be just a little more walking.
Is this one of those where he says it's just 1 more mile, or is this actually 1 more mile?
We're
Sorry. What's the foot?
1 foot. Yeah, we're gonna.
I don't think we can make a mile.
Yeah, that's why I had to rephrase it.
It's miles in like mouse talk.
Yeah.
She's like, we're gonna hope that it's the first one.
Okay, no.
And she kind of hops along. And after a while, Narchizik, or actually, someone else comes over to you, Rue, and you recognize them as Stitch. He is one of the scavengers of the group. He kind of goes and scrounges around for like food and resources, and just kind of tries to help the group. But he's got like whiskers that are very like jagged. He looks so tired all the time. And he says that he's fine, but everyone's kind of like, okay, weirdo. But he kind of comes over to you, and he's like, hi, Rue, can I get you to, I need someone to carry this for me. And he's holding, like, a big pouch, and he holds them out to you, and it is, like, a bunch of shiny little pebbles, like, mouse handful size pebbles.
Are these pips? Do we know?
Am I
pips?
being involved?
They are not pips.
Okay, something else. Cool.
She looks at this and she's like, okay, fine, yes. What is this for?
Perfect, awesome. And he like hands it to you, and then scampers off. And I'm gonna give you a
bag of stuff.
A bag of stones.
Why do I feel like I'm being involved in a crime?
Don't worry about it. Side note, with the pips, do you have like a specific design in mind? Or...
The pips are very similar to like they're almost like the size of a grain of chunky salt, you know, like that chunky sea salt. But they are little gold flakes.
Okay.
So like this kind that you would pan for, like little.
Yeah, I was just kind of curious because I know what the pips didn't. It was like talk to your dungeon master what this actually.
Right.
Supposed
Yeah.
to be.
They're little gold flakes.
Yeah. Okay.
And anything. Yeah, and like fool's gold included,
Because,
typically.
you know,
But
for
it's very
mice.
hard for mice to go panning for gold.
Yeah.
So here you go. Here's a bag of stones that he has given you.
I'm like,
and Stitch is kind of like muttering to himself a little bit. Like,
she's like concerned. Like, is
Did you ask any
everything
questions?
okay?
Do you want to do
yeah,
insight
Stitch is-
chest?
I'm gonna insight this. Yeah.
Okay,
Or
roll a-
D20 or.
You can roll, yes, a d20. We're gonna say this is a DC.
Unless.
I'm gonna set a DC of like 7. So I'll get a higher than a 7 for this one.
Well, I rolled a 10.
All right, perfect. Then you can tell that he looks stressed out, but not like he's hiding anything. He just seems to be. His mind seems to be so scattered. Like, where he's got his hand in kind of, like, a whole bunch of different things, that he's just like, I need someone to hold this. You're standing here. Hold this. So
She's like,
it's nothing malicious.
As far as you can tell.
As far as you can tell, yes. As far as you can tell, it's not malicious.
Okay, I'll be like, okay, I'll do this then, I guess. Is everything okay?
Stitch is like, oh my gosh, I thought no one would ask. I have been set with, you know, scavenging for the group, and it's so hard to feed these little, all these mouths, and it's just a lot of responsibility, and I don't know if I can keep it up. It kind of like,
I can probably give a little bit of a helping hand. I've been meaning to.
Would you please? Oh, that would be lovely, because I have not gotten enough sleep. I'm so exhausted. You can tell that he has spent the last 2 rest stops not resting.
You spent the last 2. He's been not slept in 3 days.
So he has like 3 levels of exhaustion on him.
Oh, wow.
And he's like, I cannot carry this.
You.
He has like,
Is exhaustion another thing in this?
yes, they are an
yeah.
effect. So with these are your exhaustion.
I've been.
things,
I need
and
to.
they cover one of your inventory spots. But he is trying to carry stones, rations, and
Too
2
much.
exhaustion points. And 3 exhaustion points now.
She's like, I suppose I can. I need to show my worth to the group somehow, you know?
He's like, I agree. That's how I feel. Man, you are helping me a ton, though. But yeah, you guys gotta talk the rest of the time. And up ahead, you guys see Mayor Cheez-It climb up on a little stone. He's like, oh, guys, come over here. Come along, group.
I will make it there eventually.
Yeah, you guys walk up.
I am not changing my pace for him at all. But
So fair.
But I am still walking.
All the kids go forward, like they kind of run by you and by everybody.
There's so many of them.
Do you run? Do you run?
I'm gonna take it easy.
Okay, you guys take it easy. And all the kids are like, whoa! And you guys eventually come up over the ridge, and you guys see out a giant field of grass and wildflowers. There's some trees in the distance. You guys see a creek going through the middle, and it looks quite gorgeous. Like, it looks like the perfect place to call home. The only problem is
What's the
that
catch?
the rock that you're standing on, you kind of lean over, and there is a vast cliff right in front of you.
There's the other foot.
So somehow, you gotta get down. Mayor Cheez-It kind of looks at the group and goes, this seems like the perfect place to camp for the night. Everybody, let's all rest, I say. And everyone kind of relieves, sighs of relief. A few are a little annoyed. Because it feels like things are so close. But it is now almost night. So, everyone starts settling for the night.
Alright.
I suppose this is when I should start.
Yeah, you're gonna go
getting
help out
materials
with
then.
scout for us.
Perfect.
Right?
Yeah. You help.
I want to talk to Mayor Cheez-It.
You want to talk to Mayor Cheez-It? Absolutely.
I say this like in a menacing tone, but I'm really just like, hey man.
Alright, you're trying not to be intimidating, but you are.
Roll non-intimidation.
Here, what do you say to him first?
Well, I mean, I just kind of like walk up to him, like, general greeting. Hello.
Hello. Okay. And Marchese kind of looks at you. He's like, oh, hello, yes, welcome. Hi. Do you have everything for tonight, Fink? Do you have enough rations, or?
Yes, good. Did have some questions for you.
Oh, yes, what's up? How can I help you with?
Regarding our expedition and, the clearing up of it, it seems to be our destination.
Yes, we are going to find the perfect home. Mark my words, we will find the perfect home. And he's been repeating that phrase
Too much.
Like, way too much. Every day, and it's kind of annoying.
Every day?
Every day.
Every day is an understatement.
This has been like a 2-week...
This has been a minimum once per 30 minutes phrase.
Because, like, done with his shit.
Anyway, I'm not saying that to him. I'm just emphasizing how much this has happened.
Amazing.
Anyway. So the field ahead. There has been a glaring problem.
Yes. What is that? He knows what you mean.
The gap.
Oh, not to worry. I have the perfect plan. Yes.
Yeah, that's
and he starts taking, like, a piece of paper out of his hat, and he starts unfolding it, and unfolding it, and unfolding it, and unfolding it.
Okay, yeah, alright, we'll wait an hour.
And then, you can see it's a very old tea-stained map.
Okay.
It almost looks like it used to be part of a, pirate's map.
Okay.
Like, that's what you can assume. And he's like, this map has been in my family for generations. This is where our original house was, and you can see it was the original colony was actually part of an old farm field.
Okay, so the old colony was in a farm field that got flooded, pretty much.
Yep, a terrible thunderstorm hit, and then right after the storm, when the dirt was loose, the humans came and dug them up.
Yeah. Alright.
And he's like, yes, this is where we were, but there is tale of a perfect field right where we are, and right here, and he points kind of at the cliff edge, and you can see that there is, it looks like it's like an old, you can see some old roots, that, like, old mining roots, that were, that are part of this cliff. So he's like, there is a way down from this cliff. There are 2 ways, actually. There is the craggy cliff path.
Okay. I thought that there was like a gap between us and the field that we're up high. Okay.
Yes, you guys are up high. Yes.
Yeah,
He's like, there is a way down, and it's through either the old mine, or we can follow down the craggy cliffs, which is along the cliffside edge.
Okay, so it's like it's probably dangerous trail along the cliffside.
There's a teensy complication with both of them.
Oh.
The craggy cliffs is known to be very dangerous, especially during daylight hours, because of the magpies. They're very territorial, supposedly.
Sounds like my place.
But the mines are they take a lot longer to get down, and we, as you kind of heard, we are running low on rations, and we will not be able to we might not be able to have enough rations to make it through the mine route.
Right, it's a long ways down.
We will be hungry, but we will make it safe.
Yes.
So I am going to sit and think about it, and think about what route we should take. And he kind of, like, sits down and is, like, looking at the map, and he's just kind of staring at it.
So,
What do you think? What do you think we should do? What's your opinion?
we need to send a small group into the mine first, because if the mine is also dangerous, and that's just as bad as the cliffs, but with a longer detour.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's very true. The only thing is it takes 2 days to get down there.
To get all the way through the mine?
Yes. It's a 2-day trip.
I was not, I just mean as the first areas,
Okay.
so we can at least get a grasp of the idea.
Yes. The Craggy Cliffs is... But, yes, that's a good idea to put... Get a small group down, to at least scout, and then have the rest of the group follow.
Yeah, I'm thinking tonight, if possible, just while everyone else is resting up.
The only thing is, if you do, then you will have to take a level of exhaustion.
Yeah.
But
Can that be after the expedition or during?
it will have to be during
the scout, not the whole thing.
It will probably be after, like,
Good
after
enough.
night.
Good enough.
Yeah.
Good enough.
Cool. You're like, done.
Done deal. Anyway, you have any recommendations of who to take? I think Sage and her 7 children are obviously not choices.
Yes, Sage and her kids would probably best not be. You can choose the
Yeah, I'm asking for recommendations because I don't know them.
Okay, yes, you are new. I keep forgetting. I apologize. Well, there's Elfie the shopkeeper. There's Stitch the scavenger.
Actually,
There's,
you know what?
you can take...
You know what? Before we continue, I'm just gonna write them down since these are going to be
Of
recurring
course,
fire
of course.
people.
Of course.
You have
And-
your little book there.
Okay, so we have Mayor Cheez-It.
Mayor Cheez-It. Mayor Clive Cheez-It.
Sorry, Clyde?
Mayor Clive.
Okay, Clive. Okay.
Clive Cheez-It.
Clive Cheez-It.
Then we have
Sage and her 7 kids.
Sage plus 7 kids. Then
There's the shopkeeper Elfie. And then there's the scavenger Stitch. And there are 10 others that you will have to introduce to yourself because I don't know them by heart because I am terrible with names. Mayor Cheez-It announces.
Oh, you too.
He's like, you get it. You understand.
I'm a little disappointed in him because he's the expedition leader, whereas I'm just the hired muscle. Elfie and then Stitch. Okay.
He's like, those are the main people that I interact with. Mostly because I'm telling Sage to watch her kids.
Alright, and then...
Most of those 10 other people are Sage's kids.
There's 10 separate people.
There's
Okay.
20 total.
20 total people.
Right.
Do we have a proper term for this band that you have, or...
Mayor Cheez-It is like, oh, yes, well...
Okay, got it, Mayor Cheez-It's merry band, gotcha.
He's like, yes, exactly. I don't have a direct name for us yet. But that's our settlement. The settlement crew. Meanwhile, Rue, you are scavenging with Stitch. Let's make a roll for you. Let's do... I'm gonna have you roll a, d20, and you want to get, let's say it's a DC of, like, 5. Because it's still pretty. There's still a lot.
Okay, and
4!
Oh!
Fuck!
fail. I guess. Wait, I don't know. When we
I
say
haven't
these-
been in the wild before, in my
whole argument-
defense.
I think the whole argument is: are we going to be using high as correct for DC checks? Because
Yeah.
since that is the norm for
Yes,
D&D
probably
stuff, and
for DC checks, at least.
since
If-
I don't think the rules cover that. So.
Yeah, it's just for checks, but then saving throws themselves will
Or
be
what?
trying to get below what you...
Yeah, because the saving throws are trying to match or below your stat of that.
Yeah.
Since
Yep, it's like match or below or match and a higher for...
well, it's low because stats continue to go up until they hit
Yes.
20.
Yeah, yep. Exactly.
So...
But yeah, you are trying to help
I'm
Stitch.
I have never been out in the world before, so I do not know what I am doing, but I'm
Stitch is
trying.
like-
You're
Oh,
an extra hand.
you're
That's all
not-
we wanted.
Yeah, you're not terrible, but you don't get any, like, rations yourself, but Stitch still enjoys your company. Stitch is having no problem finding rations, and
It's
he
fun,
actually... You can tell that he actually just is totally fine with your company. Stitch is just kind of talking at you, and, like, as you both... Like, he's, like, climbing little sunflowers, and then he starts picking the sunflower seeds from them, and he, like... he's like, here, can you come over and stand right below me? And he takes a little pouch out from his side, fills the sunflower seeds and then starts dropping them down to you.
All right, I start catching them.
Yeah, he's like, it's great having. It's actually quite nice having someone scavenge with me. You said your name was Rue, yes?
Yes, Rue White.
Rue White, yes, White. My name is Stitch. Do you know why my friends call me Stitch?
No, I don't really have the foggiest.
My name is Stitch because they said that my brain and trains of thoughts are like patchwork. Because I keep forgetting things.
That doesn't sound like a good thing.
Oh, it's just friendly sibling banter. You know how it is.
I don't really know how it is at all, unfortunately.
He's like, I like you. You're not like the others. You're quite different.
Oh, thank you.
You're like, thanks?
Thanks, I guess.
Rue's so socially awkward. She has not had
social interaction ever.
Yeah, she was like,
not yet. You have not.
Should I reveal this now or should I
Save it. No.
Save it. Let's save it.
He kind of slides down the sunflower seeds and picks up the pouches of the rations. And he's like, all right, this should be enough for everyone tonight. We're definitely running low, though. But since
That's
seeing
fine.
Seeing the settlement and
it shouldn't be much longer of a travel.
Yeah, we just need to get down this cliff. I hope they have a good idea. The mayor has a good idea about getting down this cliff. It'll be fine. He like picks up all.
We don't need too much more, or I don't think.
Concerning.
Everyone has way too much faith in the mayor, or at least Stitch does.
Yeah.
You guys start walking back. Do you start passing out rations to everybody?
I start passing out some rations.
All right.
Kids first, because
perfect.
they need all the food they need to grow. You know.
Right. Exactly. You go over to Sage and her kids. You see Sage, and she's like, thanks. She's like, thank you, I appreciate that. She starts passing them out. You see, she's like, okay, Margot, Jar, Ebony, Alfie, Pebble, Winifred, and little Umi. And she, the little pouch, sash that's around her, she kind of takes, pulls it from her body, and you see a very fresh new runt baby mouse, along her.
This campaign's so adorable.
Little Umi is the runt of the group, and you see that she is also has trouble keeping her eyes open, but she starts nibbling on a sunflower seed. Just Sage opens it up first for her, of course, and starts giving her little pieces. She's like, okay, well, I appreciate you, dear.
Thank you.
I know. A colony is stronger together.
It's my first time in a colony. It's
Really?
Yeah,
You're doing a good job, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Sage is like, do you want to eat with us, or?
Oh, I suppose I wouldn't mind if you have me.
Of course, dear. And Sage kind of sits down, and starts nibbling on her own ration. Stitch goes off to like pass more around.
So, are you a single mother, or?
Yes, I am. Sage nods, kind of solemnly. She's like, yes, I was with my husband, before the collapse of our colony, and unfortunately we got separated.
That's unfortunate to hear.
It's okay.
Humans have taken so much from us.
Yes, it's the way of life for a mouse. And she solemnly starts eating her food again. She doesn't seem like you can tell she's deeply saddened, but she doesn't cry. You know, she's very much, she's very good at swallowing her emotions.
I decide to not push it too much further and just kind of like
eats quietly. You see Margot, one of the babies, is like playing with their food a little bit, and is like sticking their sunflower seeds, like pieces under their lip, to look like fangs, and is going like to their one of their siblings going and Jar, one of the other siblings, looks at her, and immediately starts pulling out her ears, and they start roughhousing. And Sage kind of smiles and kind of laughs to herself. She's like, they remind me a lot of him. You know, it's.
I can see
They're.
He must have been wonderful.
Thank you. I appreciate that. A lot of folks think that the children are a handful, but
That's how children are. That's how they are.
Ex-
But they're the next generation.
Exactly. Fink.
Alright.
Stitch walks up to you and starts to hand you your ration.
Thanks.
And everyone should take their pencils and mark one off your rations.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, no worries. No rush.
Alright, I do have a question.
Yes.
Given my, questionable past,
Mhm.
quick, does anyone, do I know anyone here from
You
that?
do not. You do not.
That
Everyone
is-
here is field mice and a lot smaller than you, but no one
Oh.
seems to.
I'm not asking about rats here.
Oh yes, of course. But everyone is a field mouse, and everyone seems to not know your background or history.
Yes, that's...
Does anyone know mine?
No one
No,
knows
no.
yours either. You
We're-
guys joined in kind of later in the caravan, to where they were already on this journey.
Okay,
And
cool.
well, how much do you guys want to reveal to them? Like, if you
I'm
did,
keeping mine secret for... And because, you know,
Yeah.
I would come off bad.
yeah, right.
It's just
that's
one of
okay.
those, like, because I am trying to tie it to a different, larger settlement,
Mhm.
and I wasn't sure if, like, putting in the post-flooded one was ideal or not. 'cause
Let's
That's
see.
okay.
But that's just not going to work. This is how it's set up then.
I don't think Rue would really hide it, but what she's been through, but she's like very
Not open to talk about it, probably.
she's been like it's been a rush for her, so she's like very confused on what's going on and she needs sort of help guiding her through what this world is like.
Fair. Do you guys think that you would have met together before meeting the caravan, or after?
I think that's how it is. We both probably kind of showed up through Caravan for different reasons. Like, the reason
I feel like we wouldn't have met yet,
Yeah.
honestly.
it's one of those we met through the Caravan, kind of.
Yeah, you know each other, of each other.
I know he's a big scary mouse.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
Yes, the mouse.
It's not wrong.
Yeah, very true.
Anyway, I was just curious because, the way I've gotten into this caravan is I'm probably genuinely hired muscle, like,
Yes.
or I heard from a friend or something, and you know, might as well.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
I'm not a bad guy.
I came across them through escapades of just crossing paths, really, and
Yeah.
I needed help. They needed help, so
no. You were just walking by, and they were like, come on,
You-
we're going this way.
You're my friend.
All
now.
mice forward.
All mice forward. You're like, oh yeah.
Hey, I guess.
yeah.
I guess so.
Shrug.
Like, I guess we're going.
I know about as much as about them as they do of me, honestly.
Perfect.
All right.
All right.
Okay, I was just kind of curious because, like, if someone knows me, I'm going to make them silent.
Mhm.
Anyway,
So fair.
Anyway.
Alright, cool. You guys settle in for rest.
you
And
do.
you marked-
Have fun.
Yep, you marked off a ration.
Yeah, I
Everyone's
marked off a ration, and given the only name I was really thrown out was Elfie, and
Elfie?
I had seen Stitch.
Do you want to
I'm
talk
not,
with Elfie, or
I've seen Stitch. I'm not dragging him with me.
you're like absolutely not? Is there any other mice that you want to talk to? Like,
I guess I don't know. I'm looking for specifically for the ones that would not die in like 5 seconds if
Okay.
they encountered
they encountered something,
encountered a small blade of grass to trip over.
right? Everyone here is pretty scrawny. No, not very brave, but
I'm looking for the ones that will last
right.
2 seconds.
You look around and you do see Elfie, the main shopkeeper.
Yeah, there's Elfie.
Yeah, she is actually a pretty strong mouse. Like, she's not a tiny little field mouse like most of the others. She has more muscle than that, but she has like a big backpack on with things hanging off. But she's kind of like got a little setup. She unfolded one of her packs and it's got a little
so
tent.
she is the portable shop. All right, cool.
Yep, she's got items. She's like, she's definitely got a lot more bits and bobs. She joined the caravan after you guys had joined, but she's
Okay.
decided to tag along because she's like, ooh,
Yo.
Marketing opportunity.
exactly. She's like free market. And she's like she's a brown mouse that has a little bandana around her head, but yeah, that's what she looks like. She does have a little more muscle than the others, but everyone else is pretty strong.
Any other take? Anyone else? That's
There's Sage, the mom, but she's a little busy.
There's Rue.
I'm grabbing Elfie. She's the mayor actually recommended her.
There's actually 5 other mice that you see that are they arrived together. They were
how much of this was from the old colony, and how much of it is...
most of them were. Except for Elfie and you guys.
Yeah.
You guys seem to be the only outsiders, kind of, that they've allowed to tag along, or that asked to tag along, and they were like, yeah,
one way or another.
yeah. But there are 5 other mice, of the like 10 that you like haven't really interacted with that seem stronger to you. Like they're not super strong, but
that's fine.
they were one of the guys
they probably like worked in some sort of manual labor at least.
Yes, they were actually they worked in building, so construction. And they were like diggers and builders of that sort.
Alright.
They're not good at finding food, but they're good at digging holes.
Honestly, if I've got 5 of them, that's actually pretty good.
And the leader of one of those miner guys is Elmer. You know his name is Elmer.
What? Sorry.
Elmer.
Okay.
And he's got like he's got like a stump on his tail. It had almost like it's been cut off in half. And he's completely black, but with pink nose and pink paws, and then no half a tail.
All right, let's go with. All right, we'll go. All right, good enough. I've got 2 people to work with. All right, step 1, Elfie.
All right.
Walk up.
Elfie kind of looks at you. She's like, hello. Are you interested in some wares tonight? I'll be honest, I am like half asleep, but doesn't mean I can't bargain. She.
No, not this thing.
Ah, okay. What do you need?
I actually wanted to see if I could get your help on a. You've seen the cliff, correct?
Yes, I've seen it.
Alright, so the current plan is there's 2 routes, and I would like to scout out the mine path a little bit.
Okay. You want my help?
Yes.
Okay. What's in it for me?
Would you do it for a pip?
I'll do it for a pip.
This is one of those...
She kind of hoists herself up, kind of wraps up
This
her
is
bags.
one of those, like, I walked up, as soon as she's like, where's... I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have to pay her.
Yeah, 100%. She's on that hustle, man. She's a hustler.
We love it.
This is one of those, she's the best option, so I will pay her. And it's one of those, like, 1 pip for, like, just...
1 pip is a lot in this, I guess.
1 pip isn't a whole lot, but this is in her best interest.
She's like, cool, I'll hold the torch, as we go.
Yeah,
monetary value, I don't know how much it is.
1 pip, it would be like, there's actually a little section for hired help. So like a torch bearer, it would be 1 pip, so you give her the torch and she will hold that for you and light the way.
Yeah.
So you won't be on disadvantage for any actions or anything like that. Laborers would require 2 pips, tunnel digger would be like 5 pips, armor/blacksmith would be 8, and then mouse and arms would be like 10. So like, you want people to fight things for you, you gotta cough up 10 pips.
Yeah, that's for like a day, I think.
Yeah, it's like a whole day.
Yeah. Which is to say, that's relative. Anyway. Alright, well, I've got a feel on that was honestly easy, but...
Perfect. Yeah.
Alright. Going to Elmer, or just the construction crew in general, presumably Elmer.
Elmer's, kind of hunched over, he's still eating his ration, and the other ones are, kind of settling in for the night, but still around.
Hey.
Like,
hey, everybody.
Hey.
You're all the... construction crew, if I remember right?
That's right. Elmer. Fink, yes?
Yes, Fink.
Nice to meet you.
Properly.
Properly, yes.
Alright, so, me, Elfie, and are gonna scout out the mine path ahead. I'm looking for any other volunteers, really.
Elmer kind of nods, and he's like,
came to y'all since it seems like your guys' kind of specialty area.
Tunnels. And he kind of looks over. He's like, the mines are old, but they should be fine with a bit of exploration to determine it.
Yeah.
And he nods and he's like, I am okay with helping. The others might need some more convincing.
Alright, glad we see you on board. Alright.
And he's like, you can either convince them with your words or with pips, but
Yeah.
I'm willing to help.
Anyway, go up to the rest of the construction crew.
Mhm.
Hello, everyone.
They kind of like nod and wave, but some of them are kind of...
Are they all basically half asleep?
They're just chilling, but
Okay.
you can kind of see that they are a little mistrustful to you just because you're the biggest around, and they are just a little off-put by that.
Fair enough. Moving on. That's normal. Moving on.
You're like, anyways.
Good evening, gentlemen.
They nod, head.
Gentle mice, I guess.
Gentle mice. Gentle rodents.
Would have any of you fine, bulky construction fellows be interested in the job?
One of them raises their hand. Are there pips involved? How many pips do you have?
I have enough to pay. I'm just debating if I want to.
Fair.
Because this,
You're like, if they're not, then I might stay home.
yeah, this is more of community service, so that's fine.
They kind of groan.
It's
Elmer kind of walks over and like smacks one of them on the back of the head, like, "Hey, come on! Like, we're almost to our settlement. We need to make sure that all of us make it there."
It's one of the. It's fine. It's fine. If you need the sleep, I'm not gonna drag any of y'all out of it.
Elmer's like, "Ah, you bunch of wusses."
He's helping a lot.
But the other ones don't look too convinced. If you want to roll to try and see how many you can convince, roll a d6.
Roll these.
I'm just like,
or because there's
just curious why he has D6.
because oh wait, we said there's 10 of them. Okay, never mind. Roll a d20.
Yeah,
So-
it's like I'm assuming this would be like a will checks as well as kind of stuff. 10.
10. Okay.
That would hit my mark,
You
if that's
kind
the
of you
same.
convince half of them to come along.
Good enough. Honestly, a whole party of 5 people is
Mhm.
more than I expected.
Yeah, perfect.
I expected,
half of them-
I expected to get Elfie and nothing else.
Right, that's so fair. Yeah, half of them kind of like roll themselves up, and they're like,
Alright, fellas.
all right.
Alright, fellas, let's go. We're
All right.
going to-
Do you want to take Rue with you as well, or you could ask Rue to come along?
Are you coming along? Because I didn't specifically invite you, but I've been
We could role play it out and
Yeah,
see
yeah.
what
Yeah.
It's just one of those. I've been making enough noise around camp. I'm
Yeah,
sure
you're like
you've heard of
asking
that.
around, and a lot of them are like rolling. People are rolling over, like no.
I suppose I can assist you.
Blinks. Sorry, wait, what?
It's like-
Oh, sorry.
no,
no,
that's
that was in
that's
character. It was just like,
Blake's like, huh?
sorry.
'Cause you
Sorry,
are
like-
wait. You said you were interested?
I'm sorry. I was I a bit too forward?
No, just wasn't expecting it.
Elmer's like, yeah, no one's really offered help. It's kind of gotten, but if you're willing to come along, like, you know.
I'm trying to make myself more useful, I suppose.
Elmer's like, yeah, that'll be useful. Come on.
Just be careful.
Elfie nods, like, won't be easy.
Specifically you.
You are one of the smallest of the bunch to like come along.
You are.
So that's
no,
why
no, no, no,
everyone's
no.
kinda like-
one of the.
You are the small, yeah. Out of all the, because all the other ones are,
like work in construction is the bare minimum for everyone else.
Yep. Because everyone else seems a little bit taller and a little more.
So it's like we've got 2 that work in construction, one that
Yeah, I'm the
needs to
scrawny,
work-
sickly one.
one that needs to work in construction, but one that carries the biggest backpack, and me.
Yep.
No further explanation needed.
I'm wondering if this is a good idea in my head, but I'm
Yeah.
like, it's too
Absolutely.
late now. I'm like,
Yeah.
That's why I said it's one of those, like, if I only had Elfie help me, I'd be like,
This
I
is
wouldn't
doomed.
recommend it.
We're doomed.
We're doomed. I would stay home.
Right.
But, like,
100%.
since I actually have a whole crew, it's like,
Yeah.
we can take extras easily enough.
All right, cool. You guys all decide to
Head to the mine.
head to the mine.
We're basically gonna spend a couple hours to, like, scout it out and then head back.
All right,
Report.
perfect. Inside, you all head down. There are 5 worker mice, plus Elmer, so that's six worker
Six
mice.
toes.
And then Elfie's kind of taking up like the middle, and she's holding the torch.
We've got 6 people total.
6 people total. Mark a usage on your torch just for now.
Right. Elfie's borrowing my torch.
Yep, she's borrowing your torch. And Rue, are you kind of taking up the rear or going up ahead?
I'll take up the rear, I'd say.
Okay, you take up the rear, kind of make sure.
Elfie's leading the way. I'm kind of also leading since
Yeah, you're walking alongside.
we got the construction crew kind of just in the middle, and then
We're in the back. Perfect. You guys are walking down. The dripstones of the cave echo through. It seems like this mine's been abandoned for a long time, but that time doesn't seem to have damaged the cave structure entirely. The caves seem sound and rock solid.
Yeah.
But it's definitely damp. There's not a lot of grub or anything like that. As they're walking, you guys kind of look around. There are actually little glowworms that light up the path as you get deep. Or they're little glowworms.
Glowworms. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, they don't light up the path to like
Anything
see
specific?
anything, but
You can see
there's
light.
just little. They're just kind
Honestly,
of.
that's kind of unnerving.
They had seem to have moved in from the abandoned mine shafts. They're not big enough to like cause a threat, but Elfie kind of leans over to kind of observe one, and it like squelches and like goes back, inches its way back into the dirt.
Okay, supposedly harmless.
Supposedly harmless. Elmer speaks up. He's like, "Don't eat those; they will make you sick."
All right.
I take note of that.
Is there any? Is there specific,
One of the workers is like about to eat one and like puts it down.
do we
Yeah.
Have, do we have a specific name for the mine? The mouse speak, or is it just the old mine?
This is the old mouse speak mine.
Actually, mouse speak. That was just a terminology I put
Yeah.
in.
This is the old mouse peak.
Oh, mouse peak.
Mouse peak.
Okay, I said
Mouse
speak.
peak. Mouse peak. Mouse peak mine.
All right. Anyway.
Yep.
Weird glowworms.
Weird glowworms. There's like abandoned railway to kind of guide your way down. Elfie speaks up. She's like, "It seems like the way to reach the bottom of the hill is to follow the minecart down, because there are branching off paths of dug tunnels where probably there were ore or different resources.
Are they like actual branches off, or are they just kind of like small?
It's very
pocket.
small one. Very small.
Okay, so it's like
pockets.
small pockets. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Because at the beginning I do kind of like check them out a little bit, but after a little while it's like, yeah, right.
If you want, can you roll me a d20? Both of you, actually.
Any specific thing or?
Nope. This is just a check.
4.
4.
13.
Rue, you actually find out that there is a little leftover pip vein in one of the little pockets. So add 2 pips to your inventory.
Woo! I get money.
There's a few leftover ones from remnants.
Little tiny flakes of possibly real gold.
Yeah. But it seems like most of it is dry and barren, the ones that you check anyways. But Rue is
not
actually
checking
small
for more.
enough to find like a hidden little vein.
I'm just looking. For
I get paid.
Right? Money.
I'm
Money.
just looking.
Yeah.
To make sure it's fine.
Yep. It doesn't look like anything's dangerous. You guys keep going or start heading back?
I'm spending this to be a couple hours
Yeah,
expedition,
okay.
honestly.
You guys keep going.
So I'm gonna like it's one of those like I'm budgeting roughly 4 hours, like 2 hours in,
Okay.
2 hours back if needed, or
Yeah.
depending how far it actually seems.
Perfect. All right. and I will warn you, if you guys choose to do like the whole, like, do the whole check, like thorough trip in and trip out, you will take a level of exhaustion.
Oh yeah, that's expected.
Perfect. Okay, cool.
For me.
Cool.
Anyway, other people might leave.
Everyone's also gonna get a level of exhaustion. So it's up to you guys at this point.
Yeah.
I might not do the whole cave, but
you want to head
well,
back?
we're not doing the whole cave. This is a whole 2-day trick.
Yeah, it's a whole 2-day trip, but doing the full scout.
Yeah, but
thorough scout will take a level.
This starts as a pretty thorough scout, but then
because everyone else is resting back home.
This starts as a pretty thorough scout, just like on the entrance area, because like there's something really dangerous.
The moment that people want to like start heading back, I might lead them, escort them back. How's that sound?
Okay. Yeah. Elfie is getting pretty tired, but she's ready to persevere.
I paid her.
That's why
she doesn't get to.
She doesn't get it. Yeah, Elmer's looking like he's totally fine as well. Willing to be exhausted as well.
Yeah. This is one of the we all accepted this was going to take a while.
Yeah, the workers are a little tired though. So like the 5 that you convinced rather than pay.
I convinced 2 of them.
Yeah, exactly. So they're looking to head back if Rue wants to head back as well.
I'll guide them back.
All right.
Okay, so
mark usage on your torch because you'll need to use your torch to get back.
we know. Yeah. All right. So it's a railway path. Anyway,
I'll guide them back.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. So you're there.
You guide them back. And
you're there for like the first thorough like entrance scouting at least, so you can like
initial check-in of like nothing's gonna collapse. Cool. All right, and you continue on.
Yeah, I'm not quite checking all the side passages anymore since I mostly just want to see the main direct path to get down, and we can scout the settler later if we need to.
As you are going, you see ahead of you, actually a few minecarts. They are rusted, but if you decide to take the time to bring them back, you can carry a few. You could carry quite a few mice in them.
Minecraft minecart ride. Minecraft minecart ride.
Right, straight up.
How big are minecarts? These are like mice-made minecarts, right?
One minecart can carry up to 4 mice.
Okay, so I was just thinking like size-wise.
Yeah.
And there's like the railway tracks a little bit.
Supposedly all the way down, but
supposedly all the way down. That's kind of what I'm assuming, but not much,
Yep.
And glowworms were
harmless, but do not eat them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's just like I remember reading all this. I'm just keeping notes at this point.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, so we've got some old mine carts that I guess we'll take a little bit, kind of like check them out. So you did say they were kind of rusted.
Yep.
Elmer, you're the one that works with this. Do you have any opinions on?
He kind of looks at the.
Do you think they are still stable?
He like squeak, kind of rolls them back and forth to see, and they squeak really loudly, echoing, but they don't break on command. But he's like kind of squeaks about. He's like these could be useful for helping carry people if they get too exhausted on the road.
Yeah.
Even if they, it might be helpful because this is gonna be a 2-day trip down these mines, and if
kind of was like I think we use them.
If anybody collapses,
break on us.
Yeah, if anybody collapses or if anybody needs to rest while we're on the way down.
Alright, well, then otherwise we can just use it to carry some stuff.
Yeah, supplies or people.
Quick question: do we have like any beetles helping out with the caravan? Or
no, there's no. Not that you know of.
I mean, I'm sure we would have known of them because we would have been using them as pack beetles.
Yeah, they would have been great. He's like, yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Elmer kind of nods. He's like, yeah.
Well,
he's like,
we'll have to do in place of beetles, I guess.
He's like, we can use some lantern oil to probably get rid of some of the rust on the wheels.
We got any here now, or are we gonna?
It's like I have a lantern.
With the oil, or?
He's like, yeah, it's got the oil in it. I haven't used it yet because we have a torch.
Yeah.
Elfie's like, yeah.
It was one of those like, all right, probably worth making them usable a bit.
Yeah, it will use a usage on his lantern, but
yeah, that's what I expected. But like, all right, you do that. I'm gonna keep looking ahead a little bit with. Alfie's got the torch, so I'm like, I'm just kind of like look around since I can't go too far.
You look around. Roll a d20 again. A DC of probably 10. 10 exactly? Perfect.
Yeah.
You look ahead, and you can see that it seems to go down deeper. So if you were to go any further, this would be. But you notice that it gets a lot colder, but it doesn't seem any dangerous. There's a breeze coming through, but not it's not like fresh, fresh air. It's almost cold like water.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm. There might be running water down here.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna wait for Elmer to finish what he's doing.
Alright,
Ask
Elmer's
him to
done.
Hey, I think it's cold over here. I want to take a look at that.
All right. You continue on.
Seems-
Mark a level of exhaustion in
Alright.
your inventory.
It's already. I kind of had it on. It was just
Okay,
ready, so I was
perfect,
just like,
perfect.
eh,
You're like, I did that preemptively.
I
You're
did
like,
that.
I'm ready. I know that.
I know the consequences.
All right. You are exhausted now. And you start heading back down. And as you start going, you see it the cave kind of opens up, and there is a little stream kind of trickling down through the walls of the cave. And it seems like there's like a little bit of like aquifer kind of here, but the other side it continues on with the mine.
Is the stream like across the railway tracks? Or
It's across the railway tracks.
Go. I mean, yeah. Either way, whatever.
Mhm.
It's just along that. Anyway,
Yeah,
good enough.
yep. So he's like, yep, all right. He's like, this might be the point of no return, so we'll probably have to get the
Yeah.
others.
Yeah, this is probably good enough. I'm gonna spend I'm gonna like double check any side patches, just kind of like glance in them.
Okay. Do you want
kinda
to roll another
Did I-
d20 just to be thorough?
Just to, like ones I don't think I looked at real quick.
Yeah, just to see if you get lucky with more pips.
No, 12. But
Yep, no.
I wasn't looking for pip luck. I was just like, I am not here for the pips right
Yeah.
now.
Just for safety. Yep, you don't see anything different. The glowworms have kind of sprouted back out, but then they kind of go slink back away when you come back out.
This will be the enemy, but
Yeah, they slink back away. Yeah, and you guys start walking back.
all right, yeah. Head
Back at the establishment, Rue, you come out of the cave earlier than the other ones, and outside you see Pebble, one of the
kids.
kind of hopped up to you guys and said, "Did the others die? Why are you guys the only ones back?"
We're just heading back a little early.
Oh, okay. Is it safe? Did you see any crazy?
You can mention glowworms.
We saw there's a few glowworms.
Cool. What are glowworms?
They're like glowing worms.
Whoa, that's cool. What do they do?
Nothing much. Nothing much. Just
Whoa.
they
Well, that's kind of boring.
they glow.
Whoa, that's cool.
Pebble's going through like some emotion, but he looks pretty amazed. Probably because you guys are all adults and he's just kind of finds that incredible.
Yeah.
He's like, "Whoa, are you guys where are the others? Are they gonna meet us down there?"
They're gonna come back and see if the rest is safe. I just wanted to. We were just there to escort from the first half.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
And he's like,
Oh, yeah, I should rest too. Mom told me to go to bed, but I can't sleep.
Well, trust me, you're going to need all the rest you can, little one.
Oh, okay.
It's
Good
going to
night.
be a long walk
Good night.
tomorrow.
he like scurries off, kind of hops on all fours to like scamper back to like his little family's camp. They're all kind of sleeping together in like a pile.
Like one of those mouse piles.
Yeah, Sage kind of has her tail wrapped around
Sage's
everyone
mouse
else, but is like sleeping on her side with everyone around her belly.
Yeah.
Very
That
cozy.
sounds
And,
so cozy.
Pebble kind of like jumps into the pile, like dives into it, and like Sage doesn't even react. it's just like,
It's like she's so used to this.
oh yeah, she's 100% so used to it. But yeah, you guys come back to the surface right at the crack of dawn. So you guys have been exploring all night, pretty much.
Just looks up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mayor Cheezic,
It was a little regret.
little regret. Mayor Cheesa wakes up. He's like, "Oh, good morning, everybody. All right, I have decided where we are going." Hey, how safe was the mountain path?
Mountain path, no clue. The mine.
The mine. Yes. Oh, yes. That's the path we went on. Yes, I totally didn't forget. I completely remembered.
Didn't see too much. Just some glowworms and some minecarts. So probably.
We are going to the mine path. This is what he announces. And everyone starts packing up. All right. And you guys can refresh, or actually, you can refresh. You can refresh your or actually, no, you can't. Sorry, you didn't have any exhaustion points. Sorry.
Right, it was just a torch, right? Cause
yeah. You have to.
That's paid.
Yeah,
Stuff,
you have
so.
to pay. You have to pay for like another more tinder for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone starts to get up and start heading out there. Oh, mark off a ration. Or no, we already did that. Never mind. Never mind. We're good. So everyone starts heading down the caves. And everyone's kind of going in single file. Like, it's not that wide, so only 3 mice can walk like alongside each other.
And I'm also kind of like, one other note there. Seems like a stream up ahead. That's kind of where we ended the expedition, so we can probably get some water.
Yes. Mayor Clive kind of nods, and he's like, "Don't worry, we are equipped to handle any waterborne travel." And he kind of goes to lead everyone down.
Yeah, it was one of, like, cause like the small stream wasn't dangerous looking, right?
No, it wasn't like rushing water.
Yeah, it was one of those like it might be a little annoying, but worse.
Yep, it was good to check out just in case.
Yeah.
And you guys start heading down the mountain. Where do you guys kind of take place? In the front, in the back, in the middle?
I guess I'm leading the way.
I'll be in the middle.
Okay. Mark off a usage for your torch.
Okay.
How much are our torches being used specifically? Because
Um,
collectively have a fair bit.
Yeah, Mayor Clive and Elmer's also going to use his lantern again.
Because I feel like it's kind of where swap. We don't need a whole lot of light between all of us
yeah.
at any given time. But
Yeah, if you guys want to be a little more careful and...
it's one of those light. It's just one of those light is pretty essential for this trip.
Do you want to use only
Actually, wait,
1 light in the front and 1 light in the back?
I feel like we do want to conserve.
I already marked a use.
Yeah, no
it's
worries.
fine. Well, it's one of those shared burden kind of things collectively with everyone. It's just one of those lights important here.
Light is important. Yep. So I will erase.
How much light did the glowworms give off? It was very little.
Very little, yes. Like it's not like you can see. It's more like you can see them where they are, but they don't emit light. It's more like almost like a black light.
I imagine they are emitting light. It's just not enough to matter.
Yeah.
Like, at all.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Just imagining a blacklight mine cave.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
was just debating if I can use the glowworms in any way, but not really.
Elfie's kind of nodding. Like I was trying to think in that too.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
Marketing.
Yeah.
Elfie's like, I might make like some paint out of them one day. You can crush them up.
Yeah, that's about it.
She's like, yeah, not good enough to eat though.
Oh yeah, no.
All right. And everyone starts going down. Time passes. You guys come along to the little river, the creek in the river. And Mayor Clive kind of steps forward and he's like, "All right, everybody, let's Elfie, yes, you have the little the flotation device, right?" And Elfie nods and she unfolds from her pack. You see that it is what used to be a toddler's floaty water wings. And she starts kind of going.
This is gonna take a while.
How deep is the water?
You want to try to wait it?
I gotta go over and look at it at least.
It is too dark to see. You can roll to kind of make like an.
Okay, I'm gonna I guess I wait cautiously wait.
Yeah.
It's like. It's one of those I don't imagine to immediately step and just drown instantly,
Right, yeah.
But
You kind of start wading out into it though, kind of to test it.
yeah, a little bit.
She's doing her best.
I'm kind of just seeing how deep it is, how far I am.
Okay.
Roughly.
Give me a d20 check just to kind of see.
8.
8. Okay. Yeah, you see that it comes up to your neck.
Oh, okay.
which is totally fine for you. Like, you can make your way
I am a
around.
big one.
But you are the tallest one.
Okay, so I can get through it actually.
Yeah, you and Elmer and some of the workers would
Some
totally
of the
be fine.
workers, maybe.
But for
We
the
need the flotation, yeah.
for the little kitties, they might have a lot more trouble.
And with the minecart rails, those went like the water's on top of the rails, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The water is on top of the rails. So you would either have to
Alright.
abandon the minecarts or push them through.
Pushing is probably worse than pulling here, but
You want to pull?
I mean, I'll get the.
You want to try to
I kind of
strike it?
It's one of those. I kind of like go back to the group after going through the water soaking wet. I'm like, okay, water's pretty deep, but I can make it through. So,
Alright.
take any non.
You want to
Eric.
carry people?
Not no. Take anything important that. Anything that might get water damage out of the minecarts.
Okay.
I'll drag them through.
Okay. Yes. They start. Everyone takes out their items from the minecarts.
I mean, it's like if they've got like just I don't know, like a metal stick or whatever. That
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
It's just
yeah.
like
Elmer,
anything-
Elmer's like maybe the torches or anything.
yeah,
like,
torches,
yeah.
anything else like that.
Cool.
How's Elf even progressing with that water wing?
It's gonna take her like a whole rest almost. She's like taking turns though with a few other mice to catch her breath. Yeah.
I don't know if you want a strength check or anything, but
Yes, I do. I do.
It's one of those that,
I will roll and try to get under.
that passes then.
It passes perfect.
That's a
There
4.
you go. 4, perfect.
You
Because
can do it,
you
Elfie.
gotta do it. You gotta do it below your strength. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's a coin flip, but
Yep. Perfect. All right, you did it. You managed to get all the minecarts. You got to kind of sludge them through under the water, but
yeah.
you're able to get them over there and kind of flip them to make sure that there's a little or actually there's like a little flap for like, you know, emptying out the coal and stuff on the bottom.
Okay.
So you're able to like
Close that.
get all the water out and
Yeah.
on the other side. Yeah. Sweet. So you still have your
Still have the minecarts.
Yep, and then I'm gonna give Elfie's gonna get a level of exhaustion. Yep. Oh, Elfie's gonna be a little tired after this, but she manages to fill out the water wings after another rest. And or after a little while, not a
Yeah.
rest, but she's able to fill that up. And all the rest of the mice are able to get over, no longer drenched. And yeah, does Rue do anything to kind of help make sure that everyone gets across, or just kind of helps out wrangling the kids, basically? Or
I think I might help out with the kids for
Okay.
now. Make sure they don't get into trouble.
can you do me a D20 roll? We'll say a DC of like 7.
Well, that's a... What is that? It's I think that's a... It has the line on... It's either a 6 or a 9.
Oh, that's a
That's a 6 because
Yes.
it has the line.
Ah,
under-
shit.
Yeah.
The lines. The lines basically would reference which side it is.
Yeah.
'cause I
Because
think
the
that's
6
like
and
the
9
bottom.
is the same. Okay.
It's
I'm gonna
9
roll as well for
9 has
Sage,
it
just
underneath.
make sure.
Yeah, because 9 the line's underneath both of them.
Sage. Basically, is watching them with you. You don't see the kids doing anything crazy, luckily. And it's neither does Sage. So you guys kind of like sigh and are walking with the kids across the water wings. No, and the kids are kind of too distracted with the glowworms to do anything like chaotic this time. To your
Okay.
knowledge.
To our knowledge.
To your knowledge. And yeah, you guys make it across, and then do you guys choose to? Elvie kind of starts rolling up the water wing, and it starts deflating. Now that you guys are across, like. It deflates a lot faster than they've had to blow it up. Luckily, so you don't have to wait another like 3 hours. No, another hour or so. Yeah. And you guys are continuing on.
Uh,
Yeah.
I think that's everything.
And you guys are continuing on. 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 And you guys are continuing
I just kind of like look at Elfie like,
She's like,
you good?
she's like, yeah, I'm not wasting this. This is useful shit.
Yeah. I'm more like looking at how tired she is, not...
Elfie is very tired, but she is not letting that stop her.
Coffee?
I would love some coffee.
Do you have coffee?
Yeah, I have a flask of coffee.
Do you?
Yes!
When?
It's my Mac. Yes, I have a flask of coffee.
Alright, she's like, please. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You have coffee.
She
Oh,
takes that. There goes her level of exhaustion. She's like, woo!
Alright.
That stuff is good.
Yeah, don't use all of it. Please.
Alright, thank you. Mark usage.
When did you get coffee?
I get coffee.
For his background.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Alright. You guys make it through. As you are going along, it has been like almost a full day. And everyone, you guys come kind of across to like, there's one of the pockets is like a little wider than normal. It looks like this used to be a rest area. And then everyone's like, okay, let's stop for camp here. And then we will continue on once we're all rested.
Okay.
Alright, and you can mark another...
I mean, we have a watch set up, right?
Huh?
Right?
What is
We
it?
have a watch set up, right?
Yes, of course.
Right.
Elmer's says that he's gonna take watch. Mark another usage off of your torches or lamp.
My torch is already used up now.
Alright, that's okay.
Yeah,
And
I assuming I'm on 1 use left since I didn't mark one originally.
Yes.
Since I was like, yeah, let's be cautious with torch uses.
yeah. Alright. But you use yours. Now that you're resting, do you guys choose to leave one of the lamps on, or do you turn it out for the night?
I want like consideration, but I don't know. It's Elmer's lantern, so I'm not gonna have like when he's on watching that. That's his.
Elmer's gonna turn it off as well. He's like, yeah, he's like, I don't need the light. He turns it off to conserve it as you guys settle for bed. Let me roll real quick. Let me see.
Oh no.
Don't worry about it.
A giant snake comes out of
Don't worry
nowhere.
about
Don't
it.
worry about it.
Don't worry about it. worry
You're
about
having fun
anything.
being
Don't
evil,
worry
aren't
about-
you?
Don't worry about anything.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about anything. Nothing bad will ever happen
You're
to
asleep.
these.
You're asleep. You don't get to think.
Yeah, you don't get the thing. No one gets the thing. Sorry, I'm like moving your stuff.
Oh, do I not? Should I not use my? Oh, well, I already used it.
Yeah.
All right, that's. Oh, wait, I need. Let me look. Where would I roll it?
These
Ah, there it
cute
is.
little mice.
Right, everyone's so sweet. Yeah. Wait, no. Oh my god. I swear I can. Apologies, I'm like searching where all my encounters have gone. Where's all my encounters?
Like the tail end of the
Encounter. Oh no.
Just in case. Where's the chance? There we go. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Apologies. I am having such a hard time searching.
Rue's been useless so far.
Nah, she's been great. You gotta
Alright.
help.
I mean, I that's just because I'm kind of like, all right, cool. I'm taking over this expedition.
I'm taking over.
Yeah, I am in charge now.
I'm the mayor now.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 15. All right. You guys are sleeping through the night.
Yeah. Sleep.
And nothing. It is very uneventful. There's you can take off your level of exhaustion finally. And Elmer doesn't use his lantern, but that doesn't stop it from.
Yeah, we're good.
Yep, no, you guys
This
are...
is a perfectly safe mine.
Yep, perfectly safe. For once. This is kind of like a weird change of pace for this group, because they have had the worst luck before meeting you two, because they had, like, that flood, the humans, and, like, apparently a bunch of other shit has happened. She's
Apparently.
lost her husband.
I thought it was
Very
from-
fly.
Was that from the flood? Or?
Yes, it was, but
Okay, yeah, that
still bad luck all around.
That's not an extra instance. Though.
No, yeah, no. But yeah, Clive is kind of wakes up everybody, and then he's gonna mark a usage on his lantern for
Like,
this
actually,
for today. For
we're
today.
actually starting off like, all right, moving on.
I was like, all right, let's continue, and you guys make it through the mine.
Here's my torch now. I don't have timber for it.
Oh yeah, here I can have it.
Do I get?
Or you can keep
You can
it.
keep
You
it,
can
you
keep
can-
it to like once
can-
you find like a settlement or a
Oh,
town.
okay, I wasn't
You
sure if
can-
I got rid of it or
No,
not.
you can keep it. If you
It's-
want to get rid of it, you can.
It's
But
one of those like you don't need it for inventory space. You can toss it, but like since that's not a concern right now.
yeah, you'll have to like buy a whole new torch if you throw it out though.
I have a question. Does Patches need his stones back yet?
Patches? Oh,
Stitch.
Stitches.
Stitches.
Stitch is like, he's like, I can carry that now that I've had a full night's rest. But if you want to use it for ammunition for your slingshot, you may keep it.
Oh, I can
It's just
use
kind
this
of-
for myself then.
Yes, if you would like to. I appreciate you carrying that.
What are the stones for?
Storms are for ammunition.
Well, that's for ammunition. I'm just curious. Is that why he's keeping them?
He wanted to keep it. He had it for himself for his own slingshot,
I got you.
but he just couldn't carry it. He was like, "This is ridiculous. I'm getting rid of
Gotcha.
it."
All right, I'll keep it then.
All right,
I
he said yes.
wasn't sure if I needed ammunition.
Yeah, yep.
Kinda.
There you go.
I
You can. It's useful to have if you're like in like a clean environment, like inside a house or something, and there's no like rocks around.
Yeah, it's like one of those rocks are usually easy enough to find out in most of the places we're gonna be, but some places.
Some places,
you
yeah.
have to bring your own.
Situation happenstance, so you can just toss them if you need.
I'll keep them for now.
Yeah.
It's
Perfect.
It's one of those until we actually hit inventory limit issues. It's not usually worth worrying about too much.
Right. Yeah.
Also, exhaustion just takes up an inventory space. Doesn't do anything else. I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. All right, and you guys make your way there. As you're going, you start to realize. Make a roll. Actually,
What do you want?
make a roll for me real quick. D20.
Just standard high good D20 roll.
Mhm.
15.
Me too. Oh, that's a nat 1.
What knows? Crits are not a thing.
Mm-hmm.
At least rolls normally.
And this one you wanted to get lower.
Oh, okay.
Because it's just like we wanted. Oh wait, no.
This
Sorry.
is
This
one
is
that's
just
been a little. This is one where we don't have consistency with it. So
Yeah.
it's been like.
I'm gonna start doing it where you want the lower ones.
Okay,
of the,
so
just
okay,
to
so
make
just-
it easier.
So
for us.
universal low good.
Low
on
good.
D20. Yeah, that's
Load's
like,
good.
Low good, high bad.
this is damage is an exception because
you want higher.
that one's more. Nuanced.
That was more easy to remember.
That was more nuanced with what the numbers mean.
Yeah.
And
But yeah,
that's
one means you're very.
That
precise.
means I got a nat 1.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yay! You notice immediately. One of Sage's kids, Winifred, is looking a little ill. She has not gotten out of bed yet.
Is Winifred okay?
Sage kind of looks over. She's like, "Oh gosh, I didn't even notice." And she kind of shakes her, and Winifred is like holding her tummy, and you notice immediately that her mouth is glowing a little bit.
Oh, you ate one. Did you eat one of the glowworms?
Yeah. Why was that bad?
Oh, honey.
Winifred is like looking real rough.
Do I need to roll medicine to know if she'll be all right?
Medicine's not a real. Like,
no, you
stat.
don't. No, you don't. She has the
I'd ask Elfie so far. She's the one I think that mentioned golems with
Elfie-
toxic.
yeah. Or
I'm
it
gonna
was
go-
Elmer actually.
Oh, it's Elmer.
I'm gonna
I
go.
know it's
I'm gonna go
wrong.
see if what Elmer has to say about this. He seems to know.
Elmer looks over. He's like, "What?" He's
Apparently, one of the kids ate one of the glowworms.
God, of course they did. Okay, where is she?
I bring him over to Winifred.
He walks over. Sage is like really worried. She's like suddenly like.
We brought a doctor. Totally a doctor.
Elmer kind of looks up. He's like, "Here, let me see her," and he kind of makes her sit up. And Winifred kind of looks really drowsy. She now has the injured effect, and that is disadvantage on strength and dex saves.
Yeah.
Luckily she has it. You guys aren't in combat, so that doesn't
Matter a
matter.
lot.
It doesn't. It's not gonna hurt her. But if she has to suddenly
we
do
can't,
like,
we can't push her. At all.
yeah, she's definitely like will not be able to walk on her own. For now.
I mean, we could.
Oh, we could.
We could. We don't want to, but we could.
Elmer's like, well, she needs rest for
Okay.
one, and Sage is like, well, I can carry her
We have the
for
mine
at least the
carts.
rest of the way.
We have the mine carts.
Oh, perfect. Yes, we
We
can
have
carry.
the mine carts.
We'll carry her in
Just-
the minecart. Okay.
Just let her sit in one of those.
All right, that's good that we have minecart.
Yeah, Sage kind of removes one of her little one of her blankets that she had in her pack, and she kind of tucks it around Winifred, and inside she's like next to the torches and stuff, and like a bunch of like mechanical things, but she makes like a little nest
This
for
isn't
her.
going to be a comfortable bed, but
Yeah,
there's
but
a blanket at least.
Winifred doesn't care. It just seems to be
This-
okay.
That's so far beyond the caring that it does not matter.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And you guys can. Sage like kind of shakes your paw a little bit. Rue, she's like, "Thanks for noticing. I'm sorry, I didn't even notice.
A lot's happening with
she's
these.
like, oh, I feel like such a bad mom, but I know it's.
There's 7 kids. You can't keep track of all of them.
I appreciate you. I thank you for catching it. You guys continue on. With all 7 children and all
Okay.
20 mice.
All right.
All 20 mice.
20 mice.
Okay, so eating glowworms isn't a necessary fail.
It's not fatal. She only ate a little bit of one of the worms, but it's definitely
She's
not
also
good.
tiny.
She's
so-
also she's also very tiny.
Okay, just kind of the.
You're like noted. not
It's not.
not a last resort.
It's one of those. If there's actually no other food, it's
Mhm.
fine-ish.
Mhm.
It,
You could
it's,
survive.
it's one of those preferable to death options. Really.
Yeah. I did make a saving throw for her earlier, but it's
Yeah.
fine. She's fine.
Saving throw.
Yeah, a saving throw for a 1 HP mouse.
Oh shit.
But no.
To be fair, how HP works is that that's
Once your HP is down to 0,
HP's
it eats away at your strength.
It's mostly. I think HP is mostly for combat.
Yeah, it's very true.
Whereas everything else is just kind of conditions or stat damage if it has
Yep.
to be.
Exactly.
1 HP mouse.
Yep.
Yeah.
1 HP mouse. Yeah, the kids can
Mouse.
only like the hirelings and NPCs can carry 4 items, whereas you guys can hold 6.
Yeah. That's just the PC
But
difference.
the children can only hold 2 items.
Yeah.
And now she has 1. So she's doing great. But yeah, you guys make it, and you are traveling through the caves.
Our little mouse caravan.
You start to almost feel a more breeze, and at first it's kind of like, is that more water? No, that's warm air. And you guys start rushing forwards, and light. And you guys can see as you finally break it through, it kind of blinking away the darkness. You are at the bottom of the cliff.
I got so used to that.
And you guys see, it is about mid-afternoon now.
Okay. Alright, step 1. Magpies.
Yeah, you're kind of looking for those magpies, making sure nothing. He's like, luckily, so long as we have nothing shiny. Mayor concludes.
We have pips.
Well, you have them in their pouch,
I
so
would
long
say-
as you don't have anything shiny outside of
I
you.
would say pips don't really count for that. I
No,
would say,
they're
like,
in a
if you have
pouch.
a lot of them, it could pop up, but
Everyone kind of looks at Elfie, and Elfie's like, "What? What?" She doesn't have anything like outside. She's like, "I know how to be careful.
I know how
Okay."
How shiny is my armor actually?
Your ironclad coat, it's
it's
not
metal,
shiny.
so it's like besides
I like-
It's not like reflective. Like
it's
Yeah.
not like gold shiny. It's like one of
It
those.
said lead. It said it's made of lead, so
and
I
it's a
wasn't sure.
darker metal too.
yeah, exactly. It doesn't really reflect light like
Yeah.
iron or silver would. So you guys are all good. As you start walking forward, you guys see actually, and we're gonna eat another ration. Take another.
it's second day.
Yeah, take another usage of rations. It's been another day. You guys come across a kind of part the grass blades, and you see a giant stump ahead of you, and it almost looks like it's huge. It looks like a giant stump. It's got mushrooms and wildflowers growing along the side, and there is parted in the roots, almost like looks like a little entrance. Do you guys want to explore it? Or...
I'm gonna explore that real
Mary, you
quick.
said you got that map from somewhere, right?
Mayor nods as he starts folding it out. Rue, you go ahead to
like,
check
it
it out.
starts unfolding. Oh,
Yeah, you start to go check it out. Do you just want to...
Oh, I don't have a torch, actually.
Do you just want to peek in? Like,
I'm gonna peek in.
Alright, inside, it almost looks like the stump is hollowed out. It looks like it was an old abandoned burrow.
Why was it abandoned, though?
That's
the question.
That's the real question. We'll figure that out in a minute.
Mayor unfolds the map finally, and he's like, yes! Oh, this is it! So this is the old, this was our old settlement, back to our roots, basically. This was...
Okay, so wait, hold on. So you left here to the,
to the
farm?
To the farmhouse, yes.
Yeah, okay, farmhouse, yeah.
Yes, we left long ago because this valley used to not be all that peaceful. It actually used to... there was a wildfire that had burnt down most of the... There used to be a forest, this field.
Okay,
It was a large fire, and
unfortunately...
unfortunately...
I do see the scorched trees now.
Luckily, there's not any scorched trees because
Well, I mean-
time has passed so much. Like
no,
this was...
I mean, like, there'd still be remains.
Yeah,
right?
there's
I mean,
still
it's not
there's like fallen trees that have grown over with moss and
Yeah, it's one of those, like, it was a while ago, but they're still there, because it actually takes quite a while for...
yeah.
And, like, if a wildfire passes, those trees are still burnt and
Yeah.
there for a bit.
And he's like, yes, it was not just the wildfire too, but that was kind of like the last straw.
Technically, forests grow more healthy after a
Yeah,
wildfire, actually.
exactly.
That's just because, like, having too many trees, I think, would be a problem. I don't know,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sure, but,
Foliage.
It gets rid of the underbrush, I think.
Uh-huh.
I
That's
don't
for
know-
like great oak forests. and
Yeah,
stuff
I
like
don't
that.
remember the exact
That's fair
reasoning
enough.
behind it, but yeah.
Like, it makes it less of a fire hazard when you have controlled
Yeah.
fires,
Yeah.
I've heard.
Yeah,
Yep,
it's one of those, like, if fire passes through every so often, the whole thing doesn't just burn one on one.
Because trees get more resistant to it over time as well.
Yeah.
Because
Anyway.
the scorched bark on the outside grows back. But yeah,
Anyway.
anyway, all the kids start kind of running forward, except for Winifred. Winifred's still very sick and is being held by Sage on the other on. She's actually holding onto her back, in like the other part of her sash.
All right, so.
And they're like, "Is this home? Is this the place? Is this it?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah." And Mayor Clive is like, "I do believe that this is going to be our new settlement. Welcome everybody to. Has anyone thought of a name? How about
That's your job.
how about we have a vote?" Mayor Clive loves to do these little polls every now and then, and everyone kind of groans, but like obliges.
Obliges.
And everyone starts writing down little ideas for the city. You guys are allowed to.
It was like Mordecai, like he did that while after. It was like asked us the direct question,
Right? Yeah, but you guys can totally start writing down a few ideas if you
No.
have an idea for a settlement.
How about do I write it down or do I?
Yeah, do you
I
or
mean-
you can say it and I can
Yeah,
write it
I mean-
down.
I mean,
How about Whisker Point?
Whisker point. Cute.
I'm not adding ideas. I'm too busy.
Yeah, you're like-
being annoyed.
You're like, nope. You're like, I'm not being a part of this.
I mean, I'm not. It's one of those. I'm like still there. It's just.
You're like, I will vote, but I will not
I'm not
participate.
adding names out of spite. Just a little.
Just a little bit of spite. As a treat. I'm gonna write down everybody else's votes.
I mean, do we have any other names that were
Yes.
tossed out?
Let me find it, because I had it and then I lost it immediately.
Just like the tables.
Yeah, there's a little table for...
Yeah. and stuff.
There's a little table for names, and I had it, and then I. And you guys start talking among yourselves, and as everyone starts to pitch in a few ideas, there it is. All right, so we have the ideas of Whisker Point, and Mercheese starts to put the little options up. He's like, we have Whisker Point, we have Acorn Villa, and then we have Mouse Point. I think somebody cheated off of Whisker Point. And you see, like, the kids were the one that suggested Acorn Point because there's an acorn in the background, and they just start slowly putting their hands behind their back.
That's not, Acorn Point's not the Acorn whatever. Was it the copycat?
Yeah. And then there's also Stumpsville. So there's Whisker Point, Acorn Villa, Mouse Point, and Stumpsville.
I would like to make a petition to remove Mouse Point from the poll due to blatant plagiarism.
Plagiarism? He's like, yes, that is very valid. And he's like, no plagiarism, kids. Jar kind of like shrugs, like, oh, worth a shot. They just wanted to be included. Alright, Whisker Point, Acorn Villa, or Stumpsville?
Honestly, if you haven't
Yeah, what do you think?
I'm thinking somewhere between Whisker Point and Stumpville, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
Acornville was just kind of
Maybe we could combine the names like Stump Point or something.
Oh, yeah. Stumps Point. Think that's pretty good?
Stump Point.
Stumps or stump?
Stump Point, I think
Stump
so.
Point.
Yeah, I guess it is a singular stump.
What? Yeah,
Is
Stump.
that with 2 P's or 1 P?
2 P's, I'd say.
Stump.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
Stump
Alright,
Point.
Stump Point.
Because we do pronounce both P's in the actual name, like one for stump and one for point.
Yeah, like a little dash in the
Yeah, stump point with like a little dash in the middle.
Stump Point. Cool. There you are. Stump Point. Alright, everybody. Welcome to our, finally, our one and only home, Stump Point. And, everyone kind of, like, is very excited and starts cheering and starts to slowly settle. Yay!
Yippee! Autism, yippee.
Exactly. Alright, and, Elfie wastes no time and starts to, claim a little
She's
corner
like,
in the roof.
This is the shop now.
She's like, this is my shop, no one touched anything. Don't touch this corner. And everyone starts to, find a little place to rest. A sage starts to choose a little, spot. Elmer starts talking with the mayor, and what do you guys decide to do? Who do you decide to talk with?
Not sure yet.
Okay. Writing down.
Yeah, kind of.
And we can take a pause there for now.
Alright, we'll pause there.
Yeah.
Alright, we're starting.
Alright, back from our break. You guys, have settled into Stump's Point a little bit. I'm guessing that you guys spend the whole day or two.
We kind of, I mean, yeah, there's not a whole lot else. We kind of, stock up on food a little, get things together.
Yeah. You guys want to,
kinda
what do you spend your next few days doing is just, pause real quick.
hilarious.
Alright, continuing.
Alright. But yeah, what do you guys spend your days kind of doing the next 2 days?
I think I'm trying to set my place up.
Okay.
My own little space up.
Cool.
Trying to
Make
get
your own room,
trying to
kinda?
get settled in and trying to get to know the community a bit more and trying to learn about the area as well.
Mm-hmm. Cool. You start doing that, sort of making your own place, basically. Getting comfortable, making your own little room, basically. Do you dig it out yourself, or do you ask for help?
I think I dig it out myself.
I think part of it is also a little dugout, but
Yeah.
since we have a pretty established section, but you can definitely
Yeah.
burrow around a little.
Cool. Do you want to roll for me, like a strength? Do you want to do roll d20, go anything below your strength?
Alright, I'll roll anything below my strength, sure. That is, alright, that's a 6, and my strength is 7, so...
Perfect. So you managed to make your home nice and homely. You gotta make yourself a little bed, get yourself it all set up. Yeah, and it's looking pretty good. Heck yeah. And what about you? What do you plan?
I don't really worry too much about getting my own little corner too much, but I do have like a little section where I kind of like toss a bedroll down, and, like toss my like back like sack.
Yeah, you're not worried too much about aesthetics.
I'm not I've never intended to stay here long term, but like I do at least get a little section to like sleep and stuff.
Yeah, that's so fair.
Sleep. I don't know. Punch the wall. I don't know.
Fair. All right, cool.
If I end up staying here longer, I probably will actually get like a little training dummy set up.
Right, there you go. There you go.
For the most part, I'm helping around like get food or just scout areas out and just kind of.
Okay, yeah.
I'm functionally just kind of here as hired whatever.
Okay. As you guys make your way, kind of, making basically settling up, making your house into a home. One day, actually, it's Mayor Clive that kind of, Mayor Clive Cheez-It. You see that he starts to talk with a. Actually, make a roll for me. Everyone roll a d20 real quick.
Oh, wait.
That is a 19.
Oh well.
5.
There you go.
There's a real roll.
Oh yeah. I'm like, we don't want 19s. We want 5s.
Welcome to Bizarro World. Good.
Welcome to the flip-flop world of Mausritter. But yeah, you notice them coming up. You don't notice until they're basically like here. Rue, you don't notice until they're here. But Fink, you see them coming up. You see almost like a little party of mice coming up to Stump Point, and it's a party of like 5 guard mice. It looks like, and they're kind of carrying a little carriage. It looks like a very fancy carriage, and they start to walk up to the stump. Do you do anything before? Do you want to talk with them first, or do you want to wait for them to? You wave them down.
Pretty much. I'm just like.
Okay. They kind of like stop. And peeking like a claw peeking out the curtain from the window. You see an eye kind of peek out at you, and he's like, "Are you one of the guardsmen of this new town?"
Sure.
Sure. Oh, excellent. Then you're not one of the leaders, so I don't want to talk to you. And he kind of motions like this, and the mice walk strut back.
Wait, hold on. So you would like to talk to the leader of the settlement?
Yes.
Would you like an escort?
Yes, absolutely.
Me, it's like me, Ingham brushing me off.
You're
Absolutely, I will bring them to the leader.
All right, you start leading. All
right, fellas. A little bit back to stuff. We've established this at some point so far, and hey, oh yes, there you are, Mr. Cheez-It.
Mr. Cheez-It.
These fellows are here to see you.
He was talking with Rue. So.
What was he talking to me about?
Probably just congratulating you on your
New space.
A new space. He's like, wow, you've actually settled in. You actually could almost be a tunneler mouse if you wanted to.
I might look into it someday.
Oh look, yes! And he immediately runs past you. But
okay.
Well, actually, he stands right there, but stands in front of you to talk with them. He's like, hello, welcome to Stump Point. The 4 mice that are holding the carriage gently lower it, and it lands on the floor, and the carriage opens up, and out walks this really big white rat. And he's got red eyes. He's got a giant fur, almost like king-like cloak.
Yeah.
And you can see as he walks out, the base of his tail is, it looks like it was it's like, has like it almost
it has
looks
like a non-neck?
very much so. But it almost looks way too big to have just been his tail. It looks like really, really gross, actually. But his tail has like a big, it almost looks like a yarn ball right now. That's how
like the Rat King's things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he walks out and he's like, greetings, welcome to my valley. It is so nice to see another settlement come in. I am Larkspur. I am the noble mouse of the area. And I would like to officially welcome you all. Stump's Point is what I heard your little villa was called.
Yeah,
yes. And Clive Cheese it nods along. He's like, yes, exactly it. I see you've met some of the citizens. Very upstanding, very, very, very inquisitive. These are some of my upstanding citizens. Fink and this right here is Rue. And the
Hi.
Larkspur kind of goes yes, of course, yes. Anyways, I would like to talk with you about business now that you are in town and are going to be a recognized settlement from now on.
I'm assuming vassalage is what he's aiming for.
What?
Vassalage?
Vassalage? What's that?
It's sort of the, subject of the large mouse kingdom type thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what the vassal term is usually used as.
Perfect.
It really sounds like he's here as congrats, welcome to my territory. We allow you to live here because then
Yeah. That's very much the vibe you're getting from this guy. Yeah. Do you guys want to kind of
I'm just kind of standing around.
Okay, yeah, you wanna just let Clive
I
talk?
very intentionally just led them to Clive to let him do what.
Yeah, right. That's so fair. Rue, do you want to do anything about do you want to talk with any of the guards, or do you want to just listen in?
I'm gonna listen in, and I'm gonna keep my eye on them.
Okay, you keep listening to him. As he continues talking, Larkspur is like, you are officially welcomed here. I will just need to lay out some ground rules for you folks. If you're going to be staying with us for an extended period, do you have an office that we can speak privately in, or I could even just give you my official notation and you can sign it and send it to me. Our kingdom is exactly northeast from here. And he's like, oh, okay. And then Clive kind of nods along all right, I did not know there was another kingdom settlement up here. And he's like, yes, of course there's another kingdom settlement. There's actually plenty of factions around here. We are just one of the strongest one, and I would love to
I imagine that.
And he's like, I just want to make sure that we have your best interests in mind, and we just want to start on the right foot of friendship, of course. And Mercheese is very much like, oh, okay, I understand. All right, well, I'd be willing to speak with you. I don't have an official office yet. And Larkspur kind of is like, oh, yes, that's all right. I will just leave. And he kind of reaches into his sleeve and takes out a big envelope that's been stamped with one of those melted wax candle, basically official royal noted. And on the insignia of it is a little cheese wedge. And he hands it to Clive Cheez-It, and Cheez-It takes the letter, and he's like, I just wanted to greet you all myself and bestow upon our official greeting, as you would. Feel free to talk with me, and I will have my company come and visit later on in the following weeks. And welcome to the valley. And he gets back into his carriage, and just as quickly as he arrived, he leaves. Merrick Clive Cheez-It is kind of standing there with the envelope, kind of like, huh, what a strange and tall fellow. And he starts to open the letter, and he opens it, and his face kind of
I'm
drops.
actually like kind of glancing over his shoulder.
You wanna,
I'm gonna do the same.
All right, you guys come on either side of it. He's not really good at hiding it, but his ears are drooping. You can see that there are a few demands for friendship. One of which being a tax of pips for every week that you are settled here, and
Is it really?
it's about 100 pips per week.
100 pips per week
For each settlement.
Do they expect us to be able to pay that? Because that's 100 pips is, please no, on a weekly basis is actually absurd.
Clive starts to nod. He's like, I don't think we can pay this. I think there's been a misunderstanding. He didn't even let me look at it before leaving. Oh, this is terrible.
I have a feeling that I think we've been scammed.
He's like, I didn't even agree to anything.
Now
There was no handshake or letters involved. There was no signature.
What else is on there?
There is more, and it starts to, it looks like there's blocking out for the territory, and it says, it's like a little bit of a map, but it only has Stump Point on it, and, the river, a little river, and then on the other side of the river, to, like, the northeast.
This is terrible.
Is,
We have a map.
the map. Or the
Like on
the Drag Kingdom. You could write, actually,
There's one of those that sounds like
let
the
me
map.
grab your map real quick.
Right, yeah, yours.
Oh, thank you. Da, da, da.
I have 7, so I have 7% of the tax so far for this week.
100
Right.
pips is too much. We're not
There
paying
you go.
that. We're not paying that. Straight up.
Larkspur Kingdom. It's right there marked on your map.
Gotcha. You said there was a river between it, though?
Yes, there is. Oh, yeah. Here, let me write.
You can, like,
Right.
just draw, like, a little river.
I'll draw the line for the river. And there's also
It's one of those, because
you can see a little lake marked as well. But
Okay, so there's, like, a
no
lake.
information for that.
Yeah,
lake.
there's, like,
It's
no
just-
real information, but, like, we do get some amount of rough idea where some stuff is.
Mhm. Writing. Typography.
Alright, I'm still in this. We've got 3 maps copies.
We have
right
3
now.
maps copies. One is spoilers.
One is spoilers.
But yeah, that is your
Alright.
map. And it seems that Merrick Clive is like, I need to plan a little bit. I'm going to go to my office. And he goes
I don't
and
have an
he
office.
walks to the side, and he walks into a little hole that he has dug himself. That is only good enough size for him to like sleep in.
Yeah.
And he walks in and is like laying down. You can actually see him. He just kind of flops over and is like holding the letter, thinking,
Crying on
crying
the
a little
inside.
bit. Yeah. What do you guys decide to do?
We can't just
I'm
pay, and
We can't.
do we need to keep traveling for a new place, or do we?
No.
And you can also talk
Sorry.
with other people to ask, like their
We're holding
opinions.
our ground here. This sounds like empty threats right now.
We're going to. You're considering fighting.
No comment.
He's like, maybe.
No comment.
I'm gonna start spreading this talk around the
Yeah.
town. Like, it's.
You wanna
I think
talk?
I've gone on kind of. I think the first person I'd come to is Sage, because Sage is. I think I've become pretty close with Sage,
Yeah.
honestly,
Sage
ever
is
since
pretty-
I've like saved their
Sage
children.
searched the heart and soul of the town.
You want to go talk with Sage?
Yeah, I'm gonna like see how she's doing.
Okay.
Kind of like work.
Sage is kind of out in the front of Stumpsvale, kind of she's watching her kids play and but keeping track of them, and she's like, "Oh, hello, Rue, Fink. What brings you?
Is
here?"
Fink with me as well, as just me, I think?
Oh, it's just Rue. Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Rue. Well, what can I help you with?
I have horrible news.
Oh.
There's this kingdom in the northeast, and they expect us to pay taxes and at ludicrous prices.
Well, that's not good.
This
We've just started settling here. We can't pay a hefty price as well.
they expect 100 pips a week.
Jeez. Well, that's not happening on my pip. Pip satchel.
Yeah, from every home.
No, it's just the
Just
town.
the town. But
Oh, this is town.
Yeah, it's settlement tied to do. It's not,
I'm at a loss of what to do.
Well, do we know if there's probably other settlements around? We can probably ask if they have what they have done, if they have either dealt with the same ludicrous price, or
I know we actually don't have concrete information, but does it seem like the Larkspur Kingdom has like a domain over this area?
it does. There's no evidence.
There's
for
no
that.
evidence, but like they're making that claim.
They're making that claim. Yeah, they say that you guys are in their territory and in their
Yeah.
box, and they're like, "That's our room."
Yeah.
Even though this place was completely abandoned.
Yeah, it was abandoned prior.
I just
Bye,
wanted to check on you and the little ones, make sure they're okay, and give
Oh
you
yes.
a warning.
I appreciate that. It looks like Winifred's gotten a lot better over the past couple of days. She no longer is sick. She's actually out there. You can see her playing with one of the siblings. They're both holding onto each other's tail and like running in a circle. And they've been doing this for like the past 5 minutes and are still doing it. She's like, they're gonna get tired eventually. But yes, I think that is ridiculous. You know, if I was in the mayor's shoes right now, I would walk right up to the kingdom and just demand that they speak an audience with us and change their minds about this. That, or we could even get some support from neighboring settlements if there's some around.
I think finding out what neighboring settlements we have in the area might be a good idea.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Actually, I had a quick question on side note. With like torches and rations, would we be able to kind of like stock up on those
Yes.
materials?
Yeah. Elfie decided to lower her prices, and then the mayor paid for you guys' rations.
So I have
For
refuel
helping.
my
You can
ration.
refill your rations and
Yeah, that's
your
fine.
torches as well.
It was just one of those.
Yeah, Mayor Clive was like, "I got you guys."
Yeah.
A good full rest. And yeah.
I'm imagining I can't fix my coffee supply yet, because that's a rare item.
Yeah,
but
that's a
it's one
low
of
one.
those like I'm going to want to get that set up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just one of those. All right, Alfie. Where do we go to get coffee base from?
Alright. Elfie's like, I will figure it out. She's like, oh, you know what? You should talk with Elfie. I know that they're been a traveling trader for a while. They might know where some settlements are. That's what Sage says to you.
Oh, or is she Sage with?
To Yuru.
Oh, yeah. Yes. I'll go. Oh, check in with Alfie.
Alright. I wish you luck. Thank you, dear.
Okay, right. With back on the demands thing, they wanted 100 pips a week was the main selling point.
Mhm.
General subjugate part of the Larkspur, general kingdom, Harky, whatever.
They wanted
Anything else?
yeah. You go over to Mayor Clyde and
Yeah,
ask
like, I'm
for
trying-
Do you want to ask for the envelope, or
He's like sitting in the corner crying. Do I have to ask?
you can just take it? You want to do like a stealth check to take it,
I mean, this isn't. This isn't.
or do you just take it?
I'm just like walking in, like double rechecking it. Like I'm not gonna like steal it.
Yeah, I think Clive doesn't even like.
If Clive notices, so be it.
Yeah, he doesn't even fight you on it. He's still like paralyzed. Just kind of. He's going through a fight or flee response, and he's in freeze right now.
Yeah. He's in fight or flight mode, and he's chosen the worst possible
The
option.
freeze. All right, and you pick up the letter. The letter demands 100 pips a week. It also demands full
Like
full,
part of the kingdom, basically. Yeah.
full obedience and basically solidarity with the Larkspur Kingdom.
Yeah. Vassalage.
And it also claims in doing so, you will help support any
that's vassalage in general.
Basically
We're
an
part of-
alliance,
We're
but
part of their kingdom, but lesser than them, pretty much.
an alliance of sorts, but you're part
it's
of
one
the
of those
kingdom.
like they are part of it's.
You're part of our
It's
family,
like
and
a
then
part-
they're
it's-
like, now pay us.
It's one of those like you're part of us, so like we do have to like aid at times, but
But give us money, but give us money and or all your loyalty.
it's give us money, like vote with us in foreign affairs or whatever they actually want with that specifically.
Yep, exactly.
And is there anything else aside from the vassalage, or just the money? Or is that? Other than that, it's actually a reasonably straightforward agreement.
Yeah, it's basically like you can see on the bottom in like small writing, it's like break seal to agree to pact.
They can't.
No, they can't. But that's what's written.
They put it in there.
They put it there. It's definitely written. Break envelope seal to agree to pact. All right, and that's
it. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. There's like a lot of flowery writing and stuff. It's like all in calligraphy, but so it looks like a lot of words, and you're like, oh, okay, it's actually not that bad.
It's what honestly, other than the actual extortion price, this is a reasonably straightforward agreement.
Yeah, Claudius is like, well, I guess the mice of the valley are pretty straightforward.
Honestly, this isn't as bad as I thought it was.
It's like blind obedience.
Yeah.
I don't like the thought of having
Oh, no.
an allyship of blind obedience.
Okay, never mind, I guess. It's one of those, like, if you were okay with it, like, other than the 100 pips,
It could be reasonable if you got a chance to learn.
It's one of those, like, if the price was more fitting for this smaller settlement, like, that we can actually not die over, like, the actual vassalage, it's a pretty reasonable agreement since people do agree to vassalages because for, like, actual protection purposes.
Clive kind of looks up and he's like, oh, maybe we could bargain with the price. They didn't go too far.
Possibly, but, yeah.
Could you possibly go ask them for me to lower the pips price? Maybe.
Let's be clear. I don't think they'll agree to like a straightforward price lowered, but we could probably try to argue for a percentage type instead, which is more of a it wouldn't be as much now, but like once the settlement actually kind of goes up, it'd still be larger.
Yes, yeah.
It'd just be something we wouldn't actually get extorted out of early on, but like if we were an actual thriving settlements, 100 pips a week is a static number.
Yes, that's lovely. Yes, and Cheesa is starting to like.
I don't expect this plan to work. I'm just like, this is the
He's
only.
like, that is perfect. That is the perfect plan. he is grasping at straws, and he's like, this is the perfect plan I've ever heard. He's like, I need you with me. I need Rue with me as well. She's a witness. He starts hopping off already to go and find Rue.
Rue is trying to go to Alfie, but I'm guessing Marachise. Should we see if Marachise finds him first?
Yeah, do you want to roll?
Sure.
Yeah, he's a very fast. He's almost like like one of those field mice with the long legs and the long tail with the
like a gerboa
a
or
gerbil
something.
almost. Yeah.
I rolled old 18.
Oh,
so
he's definitely gonna catch you. It's a 16. Yeah, he catches you. So he kind of cuts you off. He's like, Rue, yes, hi. I need you to come with me, and we're gonna go to Larkspur Kingdom, and we're going to bargain with the price.
This sounds like a horrible plan that can easily backfire.
Yes, but you and we'll have you.
I'll show off in a couple minutes or two.
And we will have Fink. So with us, we will be able to convince them otherwise. I believe in your speaking skills.
Rue was like horrified by that answer that she's gonna be the speaker. She gives a look of pure terror where she realizes I've been alone for most of my life. I do not have speaking skills, but she's like, she doesn't have the authority to say no. So
Oh,
she
okay,
just
there.
says,
Real.
okay. Yes.
Oh, okay, good, you're here.
Yes.
That was it. You just kind of had a blank.
You blanked out there, looking like you were about to pass out.
I think I might have died a little inside.
I think my heart stopped.
What did you tell her?
I was like, oh, it's just the plan.
Okay.
And you're like, ah, that.
He's like, okay, sure.
Okay.
We leave
Wait, what is? Wait.
soon.
Okay, good question. Do you want to actually head over, or do you?
Mershis is like, I should be there to be the ambassador.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm just kind of also curious if Lauren also needed to like keep track of stuff here as you're.
That's okay. I will leave Elmer in charge.
Okay.
We all trust Elmer.
This is me subtly going. Hold on.
Hold
Wait.
on,
I don't want to.
You're like, we need to know. No.
But I make it like I'm not going to. It was one of those politely
You're like,
trying to say.
Do we need you?
No, it was one. I was not saying, "Do we need you?" It was more of a, "Hey, you have important duties here that maybe you need to focus on."
That's okay. Elmer's got it. You're like,
And this is when all of it comes tumbling down to hell.
all right, here we go.
I'm excited to see it all tumble downhill.
All right. But yeah, do you guys want to do anything before you leave, or?
Yeah, probably. I'm gonna double check. What we actually kind of have getting set up around town because we have.
I can warn Alfie.
Because people have been kind of digging up their homes. We've actually started like any like field farming quite yet, or have we mostly just been like pulling mushrooms off it?
It's mostly been mushroom foraging. Stitch has been in charge of rationing, but now that everyone's no longer like moving and
it seems like we've kind of like generally moved in for the most part.
yeah, they've been doing a lot more ration scavenging and building.
Wait a minute. Why is there a river near the Worksper Kingdom? Just I don't know. It was just like suspiciously like on top of it, and I'm like, I feel like there's bodies down there. Anyway,
just a little sus.
Honestly, I'm grasping at straws. Kingdoms are just built near rivers for a reason.
Yeah, easy travel.
Easy like water access, obviously. Plus, having a river lets you do water travel.
Yeah. There seems to be two ways to get over there. We can either go straight north, or we can go northeast. Whichever way we wish to.
Well, did they mention? Okay, we'd have to travel over the river no matter what. Did the rat map mention if there was like a bridge or anything at all?
He did not. It was very, very vague.
Yeah.
And very straightforward. And did not like to. He looked like he wanted to be anywhere else.
That's man, just kind of weird.
He kind of made it look like everything was dirty.
That's
made me feel smaller than I was.
Sorry, because we basically had like an in-game map, right? Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's a large river.
All right. Do you want which way should we go? Should we go north or should we go a little northeast?
Should I talk to Alfie before I leave?
Yeah. Do you want to?
Yeah. Go talk to anyone you want to before we leave.
I'm gonna talk to Alfie and inform her on the situation because she seems like someone who can handle things. And
Elfie has her shop kind of set up, and she's like, "Hey, welcome to." Oh, hey, Rue, what's up?
I have some information that's been that's rather troubling, unfortunately.
Yes, and you give her the rundown, kind of.
Yeah, I give her the rundown.
Elfie kind of nods. She's like, "Oh man, that sounds like a tough pickle the mayor's got us into again." And Sage told you to come over here to. Well, I do know a few settlements around. There's actually Oaks Grove is northeast from here. That's one of the settlements that I knew about. That's actually where I thought we were heading. But we found a settlement here. And
so wait, let me pull out like the crudely drawn map. So wait, Oaks Grove would be.
Here, do you want to hand me?
Is it just like to the directly south?
She's like, "Yeah, I'll mark it on your map."
It's just like right there, yeah. Okay, so Oaks Grove.
Oaks Grove's right there, and that's the settlement I know about. There you go.
So I guess there's two arguments here. We go to Oaks Grove, we talk to them, or we just go north to figure out what's there.
Yeah, more directly. She's like, yeah, that's a little more upstream. Might be or more downstream would be a little more less rough for the river.
We could
Is it
cross the
upstream?
river.
Is it upstream or downstream?
Where are you talking? Because closer to the lake would be upstream.
Oh, upstream then. Sorry.
Yeah, it's just one of those because the way rivers are, it's kind of like the lake is the source and then downstream is the
Yeah, apologies. Yeah. She's like, yeah, more upstream the rougher the rivers, but you can go to Oaks Grove and they probably have an entrance or a way across as well.
Presumably.
Depends.
Yeah, well, keep everyone safe. I'm gonna.
Of course. Do you need anything for the road? I have.
What do you have? I have.
The only notable thing so far, she does have the floating over the way.
Yeah, I do have a flotation device, but that
I feel
does
like-
cost quite a few pips
Yeah.
for rent.
I don't think.
She rents it.
Well, it takes quite a while to set up. I only have about 7 pips.
That's fair. I'd offer to rent it out for 5, but I don't think you want to spend all your money in one place.
No, not really. What other wares do you have?
I'm personally fine accepting the death penalty for trying to brute force through a river.
I have I've got some extra torches, some I haven't.
Maybe like the standard rations.
Yeah,
and stuff,
standard
but-
rations. You
I think
seem
we're
like
just-
you're all full.
Yeah. Well, we can grab it more if we need it, but like that's inventory space management on our own.
Yeah,
part,
right. Exactly. Yeah, up to you guys, but
but Do you have anything else notable? Like this is just a flotation device.
it mostly just looks like the flotation device. She
I think we'll try.
Yeah.
We'll try to ask the villagers for what they have on hand.
said, okay.
Does she just have like the standard normal stuff in the
Yeah.
things though?
Yeah, for now, since she's just kind of got her stuff started.
Yeah.
She's got a few like nicks and knacks. One of which being let me see. I'm gonna roll for it.
Yeah.
Roll D8. She's gonna. She's like, I got a few vials of ink, but that might not be useful until unless you wanted to like write a letter to anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, not today.
All right, you should take care of yourselves, okay?
Is she gonna? I guess I can keep note of what she had in stock.
Yeah. It's basically just torch and
Rations right
spare
now.
rations,
Yeah.
and ink,
Ink and
Jars.
flexibilities.
ink and flotation. Yeah, flotation device for rent.
I'll keep that in mind, but I'll have to ask the others what they have.
She's like, all right, you take care. Make sure that Oaks Grove is like it seems like a pretty good settlement. I've never been there myself, but had it on our map for the for our trades, our trading routes.
I'll be sure to mention you there.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. All right, and writing down the words. All right.
Oh man, there's a lot of flies here.
Okay, do you want to close the door?
I might want to actually.
Cool. All right. So
Well,
off we go.
Yeah, I guess we're probably just gonna head to the Oaksville. It's one of those for scouting and getting the information. There's an argument to go to the other one, but
Yeah.
it's a little too unknown.
Yeah. If you want to go.
I'm gonna go. I'm sticking with going to the other town, Oaks.
Oaks Grove.
I think
Yeah.
going to Oaks Grove sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those I wanted to kind of scout, but
Right, it's like-
it takes extra time unless I'm like actually just meeting them on the road or whatever. But
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
It seems like you have a week until the tax is like put into effect, and then they're like, "Hey, where's the guy?"
This is one of those we have to. It's one of those that they could probably attempt to collect at that point, and it's
Mm-hmm.
we're at least close enough with the weekly. I don't know. The biggest thing I was like weekly, mostly just because they're like logistically, usually it's per month, but they are at least close enough where they could do that.
Exactly. All right.
There.
And Mayor Clive Cheez-It is he kind of sets himself up. He's got his torch packed up, and he's got a little you see he has a little needle sword that he kind of sheaths, and he's ready to go along with you guys.
He's got any. Glad to know, man.
He's armed. All right. You guys decide to go out now?
Okay, sure.
All right. You guys head to Oaks Grove. And through your travels, let's see if you encounter anybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Slight note on beetles.
Yes.
Are they used as food? Because I feel like they're just kind of like horses.
They're more like horses, yeah. It depending on how big the beetle, like the stag beetles are like mules, and then
Yeah, it's a little bit science dependent, but yeah.
yeah.
Just like in terms of functionality, it's basically a horse. Gotcha.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Okay. Yep, you don't encounter anybody, but as you travel across the field, you guys see kind of a large fallen oak, and on the inside you can see that it has there's like twigs have been and bark has been peeled off of it to kind of make like a big like wall, sort of to like out into the walls of a settlement. Almost like a fort.
Yeah.
And you guys are going along. Can I get a D20 roll from both of you?
Any stat tied or just?
A DC of like 10.
Alright, well, I mean,
That's a 5.
Oh wait, perfect.
Woo.
That's good. Right? I know. I feel like I have to go woo every time
Still like
to remember.
Still like, oh yes, low
That's good. Low good. You notice, Rue, as you guys start walking up to the gates of it, there are 2 beetle statues on either side of it, but they look like they have been graffitied.
For them, what?
Graffitied.
Oh. Yeah,
So, like,
nice.
they have, like, markings all over them. One of them is actually tipped over. And you look at the gate and see it looks rough. Like, it almost looks precariously hanging there. It's like a drawbridge sort of gate. But it looks like it's like leaning in, almost.
So like a drawbridge gate, and it's like been pushed into the wall?
It's like a little bit pushed in, to the fort.
Okay, gotcha.
But yeah, what do you guys do?
Well, the bridge looks kind of stuck.
Clive's like looking at the gate and he's like, oh yeah, it doesn't look like Oaks Grove is looking too well.
It's been vandalized.
Possibly. I don't know.
Yeah,
Hopefully they just local hooligans, but...
that's very true. Should we just go through the front entrance, or should we
can we?
be careful?
Should we call...
Well, part of it's like...
Is anyone there?
Like, well, the big question is, like, can we get to the front entrance? You should say, like, the drawbridge gate was down.
You haven't checked it out. You haven't gone close enough. You shout out, is anyone there? And you can almost hear voices hush from inside. Like, what you thought was, like, background noise kind of stops.
Just stops there.
And then there's just silence.
Excuse me. We're
Nice.
we're
Nearby. Would you
Uh,
mind opening the gate if you can?
Mayor Clive kind of goes, I'm one of the, mayors of, Stumpsdale. We're,
Stump Point.
Stump Point. Sorry. I know the name of my town. I'm the mayor. I'm Mayor,
I
Clive
imagine he
Cheez-It.
actually did know. He just kind of choked over his words.
He did. He has,
Like, this is for man's pride and joy. He does not forget the name.
right. He's got performance anxiety.
Yeah, that I can notice.
But, you guys see, kind of hear some scurrying, and then, a little nose and whiskers kind of peek over the ledge. And you recognize it as a rat. And he goes like, Stump's Point. I never heard of it.
We just moved in recently.
Yes. We're trying to make it to Larkspur Kingdom.
Larkspur.
Larkspur.
Larkspur, right, yeah.
Larkspur Kingdom.
We have some business to discuss.
You know Larkspur?
Yes, he just visited our kingdom. Yes, right?
We think there's been a misunderstanding with what he's.
Did the rat dude from the fancy one? Did he introduce himself as Larkspur?
Yeah.
Okay. Then,
We think there's been some.
Specifically.
I say we think there's been some misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding, huh? And that's what the rat says, and kind of like looks behind himself, and he's like, "Why don't you guys come in?" The precarious drawbridge kind of.
Okay, before it goes down, I'm putting my brass rings on.
Okay, you put your brass rings on. It goes, and then like, gently lowers, but you can see it's kind of manually having to be lowered, instead of it being automatic. And it lowers down. What's your next move?
I'm being cautious.
You've been invited in, at least.
Clive is like about to head on in.
I follow behind him. I'm like, just be careful.
I'm trying to keep pace with him.
All right, you guys walk alongside.
Please no, for once.
You guys walk alongside him, and Mayor Clive walks in, and he goes, "Hello, welcome." And I'm going to. Oh, he completely misses, but you guys see a big hooked weapon swing down and try to hit Clive, and it completely misses because he got a nat 20.
Yes, I'm sorry. Weapons can miss.
Roll initiative, I guess.
No.
Well, there's no initiative actually.
There is initiative. This would not qualify because
Yeah.
this is 100%. We just walked into surprise round.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. One of the rats.
I feel like
to-
mechanically though, it's just drawbridge gets pulled back up, but
Right,
that
right.
doesn't seem feasible
Nope.
for them.
Yeah. But yeah, one of them tries to hit Clive, and it completely misses.
So what do we got? Like immediately, like also, why are you rolling for hits?
Because they're attacking you.
Have you forgotten how the system works already?
Probably.
Rolling for hit to hit.
Oh
does
yeah,
not
it doesn't
exist.
do anything. Oh yeah.
You just hit.
Okay. Yeah. All
I
right.
mean, for the first one, it just kind of like missed the thematics. Fight starts. Gets
All right.
But
And what do I?
What do I just imagine that Sonic the Hedgehog 2 scene where it nearly cleaves his mustache
Yeah,
off?
basically.
Like
He's
with
now
the
got a
trap.
mustache. He had a mustache, and now it's gone. Let's see. For the. Can we pause real quick?
Okay, hold on, let me...
Yeah,
Recording,
sorry, I paused.
there we go.
Okay. Dex
No.
save.
no, that's a 16, so no.
Okay. Yeah. Roll a
Dex
d20. Anything below your dex would be good.
Anything below my dex?
Yep.
Just roll it.
That one!
Woo! You managed to dodge this shit.
Yeah,
I have a...
you
Dex
had-
is my worst score, I didn't know that would be dodging.
Perfect.
It's
Perfect.
one of those you get to go before.
I'm gonna
You get to go first then. And one of them got a nat 20, so he's probably gonna go last. Or
No, I
No?
mean it is very much player. It's very much there's three order. All the enemy acts is like one time,
okay, perfect,
so there's no.
cool, yeah. So that would be their attack. I'm guessing it's just the cleave.
Yeah, that was just like I don't know. It's one of those you could say, yeah, all right, that one went already for
Yeah.
narrative purpose, or just that's the intro.
All right, perfect, cool. And you guys see that there are 3 rats ahead of you.
Yeah, there it is. And then is Clive also making the save, or he is part of the party,
yeah.
kind of?
Oh yeah. Let's see. Oh, he got a 4. He actually also moves
Yeah,
first.
it's very much the. It's very much the. Those two are kind of like, yeah, I spring to action immediately.
Right. Heck yeah. All right.
Anyway.
On we go. Yeah, these rats are attacking you guys. So who would go next in this case?
In this case, it is currently Clive / Rue's turn.
All right.
Then it would be the rat's turn, and then me.
Okay. What do you do? Rue first, because you actually got a nat 1. What do you choose to do? There are 3 rats in front of you. One of them tried to hit Clive, but completely missed.
Yeah.
And the other 2 are getting their weapons ready. Or
Oh, me?
yeah,
Yes,
you're Rue. You go first.
I'm like, I think there's been a terrible, terrible misunderstanding.
You can't. So you just try to
He's
convince
trying
them.
To defuse
Yeah.
the situation, but alright.
Okay. You try to defuse them. Do you want to make a roll? Do a will roll for me.
Yeah, since that's... Will is also kind of just charisma.
11.
What's your will?
My will is 12.
Perfect. Okay. You make that roll.
I feel like this one is a contested one type of thing.
Yeah, this
Why do I
yeah.
feel like I'm going to be kidnapped?
11.
I'm going to be kidnapped.
Ooh, this guy also rolled an 11. So he is.
It'd be tied, but we like. This is why I said.
What will do you have? You have
12.
12. Okay, he has less will than you, but so one of the rats
It's-
kind
this
of
is-
like lowers his weapon. Like he looks a little confused. Like
Huh?
he's like, oh, like he's like, wait, do you work for Larkspur?
No!
And,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I moved on.
And Clive is gonna go next. And he's actually going to just try and take out his needle and slash at the one that tried to get him.
No rolling for hit to hit.
Oh yeah, oh yes.
Just roll the damage,
so-
and I think it's a
is-
D6, right?
It's a D6, yes. He's gonna hit him with a 3.
The only part to know is if the rats have armor or not, because
They do not.
then yeah, it's just
Yeah.
3 hit. points.
And that rat goes down. It gets hit in the haunches. He's like, ah! And then he gets taken down.
Damn.
Uh,
Okay, I feel like I should note how combat works. So there's hit points when that hits 0. It's not. That is a.
There, yeah, but he looks hurt. No, I don't mean like he's dead.
Yeah, he's like staggers back.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
like, ah! But he
Anyway,
definitely doesn't look like he wants to be here anymore.
anyway, once hit points hit 0, it starts going to strength damage. But every time you take strength damage, you have to make a strength save or basically go unconscious and start bleeding out.
Yeah, yep, exactly.
So like making sure we all have that information like thrown out.
Mhm.
Since I read through it.
Yeah, cool. But now that he has no HP,
Like he's still fine.
He's
It's
still
just kind
fine.
of like a.
he
maybe
actually.
back.
Oh wait, he has to do a will save. Now because
Oh
he doesn't.
right, yeah, more
Yeah,
else.
he has to see if he wants
That
to.
was tied to GM stuff. That's why I didn't
Yes,
quite
apologies.
read over it, but
He makes his will save, so he doesn't run. Okay.
he is not a coward.
He's
today.
not a coward. He's just like, ow. All right.
I know the will save doesn't apply to players just because it allows the player to be dumb.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that might kick in for Clive since he is technically an NPC.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. Now it's the rat's turn.
What does Clive do?
Clive stabbed him. Clive hit him with his needle.
Oh,
And
okay.
the rat got but he doesn't run away.
They got this fight, right?
Now
Right.
it's the other rat's turn, right?
Yeah.
Because,
they
you
go-
you
yeah,
were
right.
Yeah.
Like I had my Ragnarok. I was expecting the immediate attack.
Yeah. Alright. The last rat is going to attack you, Fink. And he's going to try and he has a net you can see, and he's just gonna try to throw it over you.
Okay.
And I want you to do a dex save.
Alright.
Ooh, 11.
And back. That's not a sass.
That's not.
No.
No. Okay. So you get caught by the by the net, and you are going to be. Let's
what's the
see.
condition?
The condition is not frightened.
Entangled or something?
Entangled, yes. I thought there was a entangled. Yeah, you'll be entangled.
What does that do?
It basically prevents you from moving until you are free.
Alright.
You can't do any movement. You can shoot things if you have anything, or you can grab things from like the net, but you
Alright.
can't move. anywhere.
Okay. Does the entangled condition just kind of like spend a turn to remove it?
Yeah. All right. And now it's your turn now. Actually, immediately after.
How close is anyone?
The guy that threw the net is pretty close.
Please note, I'm asking grabbing range, not like.
Yeah, he's in grabbing range because he threw it over you. He's trying to hold it over you. You're just gonna punch. All right,
Punch his face.
punch him in the snoot. All right.
Boop the snoot.
Scroll roll for damage.
Sorry.
2 and a 6. Nice.
Okay, first punch. Kind of.
That is like, oh my gosh, he is hurting. Homie is hurting.
I don't know if the system has one-shot protection through the HP or not.
Mm-hmm.
It might.
Yeah, we're good. We're good still, but that was
6.
it was 8 damage.
No.
No,
6.
6 damage. Oh,
So
it's you have
I'm
advantage
two-weapon
with it.
fighting, and it just
Perfect.
is advantage off of it.
Perfect. Okay, cool. You do 6 damage, and he was like, because you hit him right square in the nose, and he's
He's got a
gonna
bloody nose now.
do a will save because that's a lot of damage. Oh, he does not make it, and so he like holds his nose, and then he starts sprinting away. And now it is back to Rue's turn.
All right, so my convincing them didn't work, right?
Nope.
Not. It was
almost-
starting. It
it's-
was starting to work until you were like, "No, we don't work for that man."
And he was like, "Oh, okay," and he's ready to attack you again because they do work for Larkspur.
They work for Lurkspur, and then we're
Lurkspur.
kind of like, "Oh wait, you're on our time. Whoops, sorry,
Yeah.
that was a misunderstanding, fellas."
Yeah.
I am like, I don't want to do this, but I get out my weapon and my sling, and I just fire a rock.
Who do you hit? The guy who's attacking Clive, the guy who has no damage, or the one who's running away.
I feel like
I'm not the one that's running away, not
I feel
that
like
one.
you're
I
not
think the one that's taken no damage, maybe.
Okay, yeah, that's the one who tried to convince. Roll for damage.
All right, so I roll. Do I?
No,
Oh yeah, I
no
roll.
rolling.
I roll d6.
Yep.
Yeah, just 1d6.
1d6.
1d6. Okay.
I'm rolling 2 because I'm fighting differently than you are.
Yep.
5.
Nice.
Square in the head.
Yeah. You get him like right in his eye, and he's like, "Ah!"
I
and
warned you.
He's gonna do another will save because his buddy's running away.
Sure.
Oh, he saves.
He is determined to die.
He's
Huh?
I'm
like,
sorry.
"Ah, you little brat!" And Clive is gonna go next, and that guy's gonna go next. Or the one that's attacking Clive is going to go next. The words.
Did Clive go take his move?
Yeah, he stabbed him in the leg, in the knee. And he's going
Took
to
an arrow to the knee.
this guy's gonna try to he's gonna try to scratch Clive right over the face. This is a d6. That's a 4 damage for Clive.
Clive have armor?
He does not.
Alright, cool.
0 and then alright. Clive's okay.
Wait.
But definitely hurt.
Wait, did he take strength damage?
Because he only has 1 HP.
Okay, it was just the whole critical damage now.
Oh yeah.
Which is a strength save for not like being passed on.
Oh yes. And that's a d20.
It's a d20 strength save. I don't know what oh,
Let's say
it's,
we are learning the rules.
It's one of those I remember that
There's all the rules.
the creature was critical damage.
Yeah, when I type it compared.
That's I don't care about that.
Damage is dealt for to HP.
When a warband, no, that's warband.
Once HP is depleted,
When
damage
a-
to strength. After taking strength damage. Okay. Strength save. If they succeed, they're still able to fight. If they
Yeah.
fail, they take critical damage. Okay. And when they take critical damage, they take an injured condition. They're
Yeah, after
independent.
taking straight
Everyone
damage,
else needs to
the
do.
creature must make a strength. Oh, it's after taking straight damage, so it would be at once it's debuffed.
Oh, okay, cool. So they don't do it yet, and but
No,
they'll-
no.
No?
No, it would be this turn. It was just like I was just trying to determine when it'd be rolling off of the 7 or the 4,
Oh, okay.
which would be the 4 in this case. When a creature takes critical damage, they take an injured condition and the critical damage. If they fail the save, the critical condition can take damage kicks in.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a quick roll for all these rats real quick because they should have done some
Yeah.
strength saves. Okay. The two guys, the one guy that's running away, falls on his face and is incapacitated.
Okay.
Everyone else is totally fine.
Alright, cool.
All right, cool. Yeah, the guy who was running away was like,
Yeah, it was just like started running and it was just kind of like
and I will take a.
pavement.
He had like a good 3 steps in
Yeah.
before he realized that he was passing out.
Yeah.
Alright, Clive. I'm gonna do a roll for Clive, see if he's okay.
He's not.
He's not. He is not. He is very much not. Clive is,
He's
hurt.
on the
Clive kind of like lands. He's like, go like after the scratch. He's like, all right. And now is the rats who tries to trap you turn.
What was the one that started running? No, that was.
No, that guy's incapacitated.
That was something else. No.
The guy who scratched him just did his turn and he did a save. It would have been Clive's turn, but
yeah, obvious.
He's on the floor. All right. So it's it's the guy who's gonna attack you again. Oh no, he started running away.
Yeah, that was
Yes,
because I
okay.
punched him in the face.
Your turn. Your turn then.
I'm gonna throw.
No, not you.
I'm still
Okay.
entangled, right?
Yeah, you're still entangled. You want to try to throw it off you?
I'm just kind of curious how hard that is. So it seemed like most of that entanglement.
Oh yeah, it was mostly
him.
him.
Him like holding. So it's just
okay.
kind of like
You
throw
take
off.
an action to do that and throw it off yourself.
Well, it's just.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
No, now you're no longer entangled. You can take
I'm
it.
gonna use my sling again.
All right.
Who's still up?
The guy who attacked Clive and the guy who is fighting you.
All right, I'm gonna go for the guy fighting me.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel
3.
3. Okay, 3 damage. Do-do-do-do.
Yeah, I feel like one of the biggest notes though is I feel like combat's a lot slower in
Yeah.
terms of time frames, and then D&D is.
All right.
Which I mean, yeah, fine.
That guy's hurting. Again, I'm gonna do another will save because he's taking damage to his strength. He does not make it, so he gets hit in the shoulder. He's like, ah, forget this, and he starts running after. Or actually, I need to do
Yeah, because there's.
another.
I feel like it's when. Is there a one-shot protection? It feels like there might be, because
one shot.
I wouldn't probably call it that. It's just kind of like if HP and strength are in the same attack.
Actually, I'm gonna count that as incapacitated because I think I do the incapacitated turn and then a will save afterwards. Or if I think the will saves are only if there is like their buddies are running away,
something like that. Yeah.
or if they're outnumbered or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do less will saves and more.
I feel like the will save's moral related. It's basically, is it time to just call this fight quits?
Okay, but yeah, that guy, he does not make his strength save, so he gets knocked out.
Yeah.
So you knock that guy out with another hit. You hit him actually square in the forehead.
I'm sorry.
All right, and then the last guy left is going to take his turn. And he's the guy with the scratchy thing, and he's gonna try to hit he's probably gonna try to hit Rue because you're doing the most damage. He's gonna try and swing.
Right, quick question.
Yeah.
Was that correct? Has Rue hit 2 people?
I've hit
Okay.
the same
Or just
person
the
twice.
Same person twice.
I mean, that 2 hits. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying, really. But I was just curious because
Actually, no, yeah.
I was just
You're
curious.
the one who like you knocked the guy
one
out.
shot a man.
Yeah, you hit one shot him. He's gonna hit you actually because you just got free, and he's like, oh crap, and he's
Yeah.
gonna reach over and hit you. He's gonna hit you. He's with this scratch.
D8 or D10 or something.
It's one of these scratchy guys. It's a D10. Sorry.
Yeah, it's like a sword weapon.
Is that the D10?
Yeah, it's a D10.
That's a D.
That's a D10.
Is it?
Yes.
Can we see? Oh yeah, the 0. This is the 10. I was
I
like,
also just.
that's 5 damage to you. Good. All good. So.
I mean, I got marked, but I mean, I'm perfectly fine.
And now it's your turn to hit him back. Five
1,
damage.
2, get on the floor.
5 damage?
Yeah, 5.
Sweet. And actually, that is the perfect amount of damage. This guy is just dead. Immediately. He doesn't get a save.
It just went straight to 0 strength.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he carrying the big weapon? The man should have known better.
Right, exactly.
You just
Pulverized him.
Rue's just like, I think you killed him.
Clive's still on the floor, like, ow. Ow. Clive kind of sits up, like,
Oh my.
Clive's gonna take the injured condition. And he's like, that didn't go as planned.
Well, I mean, we're going to attend, right? I just should know. Unattended, he will die.
Yeah. Yeah, unintended, these guys are... But these guys are all passed out. Like, they are...
Okay.
You guys are,
Okay.
if you guys don't attend to them, then they will die. But they did attack you, and were
I'm
doing kill
not
shots.
tending to them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to tend to one of them.
One of them? Okay.
Tend to them.
Quick.
Both of them.
Before we, I mean,
All four or
just
three?
a slight note. Are they the only ones that are like in the vicinity?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, they're the only
It
ones.
was just kind of that. If there was more of them, let's stay here.
Yeah. Do you help Clive first?
I think so.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Clive first, definitely.
Clive kind of is like holding himself, but he's definitely hurt from the scratches, and he's like, ow.
I pull out like a handkerchief and just start cleaning the blood off my
Okay,
hands.
cool. You're just chilling. And you want to help the rats?
I think Rue would not know better.
Okay.
It's one of those you can.
I was like, okay, but they did try to kill you.
Did they? Rue's like, I don't know.
Yeah, you can try to help them. I'll let you.
I'll
test-
just
this is role play
stabilize them. I don't
It's-
want
yeah,
to.
you would stay.
That's
Yeah.
all it is. It's like making sure they're not going to bleed out. Really.
Yeah. Okay. And
And I
you
don't-
tend to their wounds, and they
I don't-
also have the injured.
I don't know how. I mean, go ahead. I'm just looking at if they get tended, if they like wake up immediately, rules wise. I
Uh-huh.
don't think
Let's
so.
see.
And I roleplay. We don't need to cover that right now, but it was just
Yeah.
kind of.
Let's see. Attributes. If a creature has their strength reduced to 0, they are dead. So one of them is
Yeah,
dead.
that one.
That
was-
one's dead. If Dex is reduced to 0, they're unable to move. If Will is reduced to
This is
0,
tied to the incapacitated condition, really.
yeah. Oh,
The
wait.
first time they're attended for 6 duration creature turns, they die.
Okay, so yeah, you got 6 turns to heal them, basically.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's very generous. Like assuming you win the fight,
Yeah.
you not
Yeah.
have casualties.
So those 2, you heal. One of them is dead. You just kind of fucking popped him and his brains out. But yeah, those other 2 you heal. And they kind of look to you, and they kind of look at each other, and then they start running away. So, like, not running, they start scurrying, like limping. They're not very fast. But they're
I
like,
sigh, like-
licking their wounds, you know.
Rue kind of sighs, like, okay. That was.
But they run out of the city.
That was. If. I'm going to bet they aren't supposed to be. Is this what happens to the towns that don't pay him?
that's a fair. And Clive's like coughing a little bit. He's like, that is a fair assumption. Let's look around the town to see if there are anybody else.
Well,
Or should we leave?
I suppose we should look around.
Okay, just to like side note of we're all kind of close to if we get hit in another fight, we don't want to take it.
Yeah.
Like even me.
Mhm.
Like I don't expect to
We can
die, but
we
it's,
can be
it's pushing
stealthy,
luck.
and then
it's
we-
pushing luck a little.
Yeah. Okay. It's up to you guys. He's like, it's up to you guys. I am very hurt.
I kind of do look around a little, but
Yeah.
Let's just investigate.
Yeah. Okay.
What's left, at least.
You guys start investigating.
This is very. It needs to be clear. First trying to trouble, we're running.
Yeah. Clive is like, yes, 100%. 100%. All right. And you guys want to, you guys start to explore around, and, Oaks,
One specific thing, information I'm looking for is if they have information on like the bridge across the river, since those.
yeah.
If there's just like a map or something in town or something about that.
Yeah, there is a little city hall, you see. You can walk in there,
Yeah.
try and look. Oaks Grove, it looks like the place has been, like, ransacked. Like, it is pretty barren. There's nothing really around. There's, like, except, like, seed shells on the floor and, like, different like, everything's been pretty demolished. But, yeah, you walk into the, tavern, or not the tavern, but the town hall, and you see a little map of like trading routes, and you see that there is a bridge
Across the river somewhere.
across the river, and it is actually right above Stump's Point, so right north of Stump's Point.
Oh, it's that one now? Huh.
He's like, there is a now a confirmed.
Basically just here.
Yep, right there. And yeah, but give me a d20 roll of. Let's do Will again.
2.
That's good.
That's good. Yay!
Also 14 off of 10.
Rue, you hear something. Some like scratching and scuttling.
I try to
You
investigate.
Yeah, you remove a rug and you see a cellar like door, but it's like locked. It's got like a stick in front of it to like lock it.
That's easy enough.
And you remove it. You remove it.
Well, I mean, assuming that's
Yeah.
not removed. Assuming Rue wants to investigate.
Sure. What's
You remove it.
Six removed.
Rue, you lift it up, and you see some beady eyes look up at you, and you see the remaining Oaks Grove citizens.
So dinner's ready whenever you guys are ready.
Perfect.
I made the boys hamburgers because I didn't know if you'd like.
You see the remaining Oaks Grove citizens look up, and they look really disheveled and fearful. But then they see that it's other mice. They
Mostly.
breathe a sigh of relief. And Clive's Mayor Clive Cheese-It looks down. And he's like, "Hi. Well, what happened here?"
what did happen to you all?
And it looks like there's about 8 individuals total. And they start kind of climbing out, and one of them, she appears to be the leader of the group, and she's like, "Hi, we got raided. We got attacked, and the mice, the rats that attacked us, they gathered what villagers they could, and they shoved us down here. They actually took all the able-bodied mice, and they took them with them. I don't know where they went with them, but they took all of our able-bodied mice, and they threw the rest of us down here to starve."
Did you overhear anything? Any locations? Any landmarks? Any?
Well, they did say that they were. They did mention someone named Larkspur,
Good enough.
and there was something else. What was that name? And I'm gonna roll to see. Oh yeah. Balthazar was mentioned, and I don't know who that is, but
All right.
they were mentioned that he needed mice for something. And this woman, you can see, she's a very old mouse. Her ears are kind of craggled from frostbite over the years. Everyone down there either looks like too young or too old to work.
Yeah.
There's a few mice that are.
Oh, like FYI. Sorry. I know.
But yeah, that's all they mentioned. They just attacked without warning and ransacked the place.
This is horrible. You poor things.
Clive Cheese-It kind of goes like, "Well, would you like to stay at our settlement? It's at least
southwest.
southwest from here. Would you like to join us?"
About half a day's trek. Day's trek.
Yeah.
Give or take.
They kind of nod, and everyone starts piling out. All right, and I think that's a good place to stop for now.
All right.
Thank you for listening to Mausritter.
We'll see you next time, everybody.